The map load up. There we go.
We are live. Yep.
I'll probably load up the stream myself. But have you been having problems with Twitch today?
No, I just booted it up, so.
For some reason, for some reason for me it's been taking like 10, 20 seconds to load up. Like, all day.
Mm.
I can see your stream fine, but it's like, it took a while for it to, well, just load. I suppose that might also be because I'm windowing the video.
That could be the case, yeah.
Or specifically last night's VOD. It's like I love the EDF streams with Dream, but like 5-hour streams take a long time to window into HD. Oh, sorry, this stream was 4 hours. That's a big difference, Kappa.
I noticed you put out George Carlin as Mr. Conductor in the KH spot. I'm so used to Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. Cause somebody, was demonic, posted this guy that I do not recognize. Saying like how he'll never appear on a kid's show because of like his jokes. It's like,
He fucking
oh,
narrated the entirety of the fucking earlier Thomas the Tank Engine, so shut up. Do
no, I
your
saw
research.
this while getting that picture. All but the first season, where instead it was narrated by Ringo Starr.
No. Well, yeah, in England and Australia and that, but in America it was George Carlin.
Huh.
I think Alec Baldwin also
Somebody just
did some
this.
of it as well.
Yeah, he did the movie.
No, he did the movie and he did some episodes.
Huh.
He actually has a really good narrator voice. All right, well, let's get this started. 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, and welcome back to more Shantae Risky's Revenge. I'm Jet Kronos, joined my co-host Shane.
And once more, I have whistles.
Yee. I have a lot of them too. So last time we did this, we did nearly the entirety of the game. I was going to do a whole bunch of grinding on the weekend, but I got distracted with Castlevania GBA.
But if you're gonna collect the magic gem, I suspect you're gonna get it along the way.
I think I got the one from here.
Which you're probably gonna need to be looking at the map for this one, because near the end of last stream, I did not remember like what gems it had and had not picked up. I especially don't remember now. Like, I'm getting a little bit annoyed, but I've noticed like ever since like the last couple years, I've started to become a lot more scatterbrained. They're like easy to forget things.
There is a monkey jam if we keep going left. I say monkey jam. I meant to say magic jam.
I was wondering, like, is there more upgrades that like I didn't notice.
It required me to use the monkey bullet to do it.
I did try to make sure that you got all the power-up upgrades or form upgrades. I believe I did succeed on that front. And I'm gonna say believe because like I'm not sure if there is one that I just missed. But like, to my knowledge, everything else is magic jams now. Which everything that needs magic jams should be available in the shop. Even then, I think you've got the vast majority of the upgrades from the shop.
Yeah.
So, this game being longer, that might be because these two DSi games blur together for me.
Two.
Yeah. Whiskey's Revenge and Pirate's Curse. Both
No.
on the DSi.
What? No, I think it was on Wii U.
No, Half Genie Hero is on the Wii U. Well, I believe it was on the Wii U. Dante Whiskey's Revenge.
Found it. Yay!
Whiskey's Revenge was on the PS5, Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, Windows, iOS, Nintendo DSi, Wii U, and Google Stadia.
Ugh, the Stadia.
The audacity of the Stadia lives like rent-free in my head. Like every couple months I'll just like remember it and laugh. Like more specifically the clip of the guy like in front of his keyboard. This is the input delay of the Google Stadia. Taps spacebar. Like a couple seconds pass and the guy just jumps.
Oh, we can get a magic jam by doing the tower again. If we speedrun it.
Wanna give it a try then?
Yeah, why not? Gotta get to the tower first. I like that this map is a bit more detailed than the fucking one in the game.
It's a lot harder to read as well, just because of the fact that you have to zoom in.
Yeah. That takes me to X. Ah, okay, I got it.
Like I am mad respect for whoever makes. That one was out for blood. Oh yeah, I have mad respect for the people that make maps for video games. But like, yes, sometimes they get a little bit hard to read just by sheer size, like this one. But like, it is such a godsend when you're trying to find like specific things on the map. I mean, hell, last Lego Marvel stream that I did, I had a moment where like I had to go find a picture map, just cause like I could not make hide nor hair of a description or something. Which is why I love supervillains giving you hints for its challenges.
Yeah. Alright.
Which is why that I've almost got Lego Marvel 2 at 100%. Like, I think I left off at 87% or something like that. And like, to my knowledge, Lego Marvel 2 is the biggest traditional Lego game. I think Lego Worlds is the biggest non-traditional.
They really should try again with Lego Worlds.
I know. But like, even just like a couple more months in development greatly would have helped that game.
Oh yeah.
But
Surprisingly,
like, it's got issues, but like, it's not stuff that you can't fix in a patch.
I think Lego Worlds would benefit from rolling out updated patch DLC and stuff like that. for new
Yeah.
building stuff.
Well, I understand that was the original plan. It's just game did not do well enough to justify that long term.
We're just gonna keep going left.
Which, like,
Right,
I
right,
understand that decision, but, like, at the same time, where the bulk of Terraria, Minecraft, Stardew Valley, all those types of games comes from, it's just players returning or coming in from, like, the latest updates. I know Journey's End brought a bunch of players to Terraria. Like, specifically the Terraria devs, I will mock, like, lovingly about how the whole Terraria is done.
But what if
Okay,
we had
next
this?
Yes. But it's like, that mindset is how Terraria became the, like, juggernaut that it is today. And, like, again, I mock, but, like, I'll be very sad the day that we actually do get the final update.
One minute
But I
30.
suppose it could also be a Whisk of Rain situation where they hand it off and the guys they hand it off to don't have a good idea of how to handle it.
Alright, so let's speed run this.
The hair upgrades last time you went through this might be stronger just by proximity or by consequence.
Maybe.
I believe every game Sante has got 2 hair upgrades.
I think
It's like
half
passive damage.
I think half Genie here she gets 3.
Maybe. Half Genie Hero is a big enough game to justify it at least.
Oh boy.
Just like, I always don't forget you had the pike balls. Oh yeah. I always get like mild amusement out of the fact that like Sante upgrades her hair with shampoos. But like, it's silly on face value, but it's like, well, she is fighting with her hair.
Yeah. Better to fight with silky smooth hair than split ends. I'm so used to the Game Boy Advance Castlevania Circle the Moon game, because the whip and shit and I get with that is so good. That's basically what the hair wig it is. So,
Castlevania played is Aria Solar.
it's a good. Yeah, it's a
Get
good
on
one.
that. Aria Solar is one of my favorite GBA games.
That's the one with Soma,
But,
right?
like, yes.
I love Soma.
I like that he is the happy ending for Dracula.
Basically. Oh, apparently, speaking of Castlevania, that Castlevania Nocturne's getting a season 2, which I was surprised by. Because season 1 was
Came in
not
the
that
way, but I
good.
guess- Yeah, that's probably why.
I'm hoping they fix shit up in season 2. Because holy fuck, did that not leave a good impression.
If you got a writer or a producer or whatever that can take criticism, you're gonna have a good sign there. Just whether or not they can.
Everyone should be able to take criticism so you can make better shit. I know that not all of us want
Especially
to.
in media.
I know not all of us want to do that because they think our baby is perfect no matter what. But sometimes criticism will help you make a better product. In fact, all times criticism will make you have a better product because it'll make you think about how to fix shit.
As much as I wonder some days, imagine the Star Wars prequels if George had stuck to his idea with Jar Jar.
What, like a Darth Jar Jar?
Jar Jar was supposed to be, well, the famous line goes, Jar Jar is the key to everything. Jar Jar still is the key to everything, but he is a little bit more off-screen in Attack of the Clones and Return of the Jedi, yes. Revenge of the Sith. Because Jar Jar is one of the politicians that ultimately gave Seed power to essentially create the Empire. In fact, I believe Jar Jar was actually the deciding vote. Which... yeah.
That makes too much sense.
Well, Jar Jar was getting manipulated like everybody else.
I like the Robot Chicken
It's
version.
easy to poke fun at... I do too. It's easy to poke fun at Jar Jar, but like Jar Jar is just as much of a victim of Seed as the rest of the cast. Which I don't think in either continuity we've ever gotten Jar Jar's thoughts about that.
No. I don't think we ever will.
Granted, in some degree that's for the best, but it's like, it would be an interesting thing to look at. Like, just from a character's perspective, because, like, you literally called... it literally ushered in a tyrannical war. Like, for all we know, all those senators in the prequels were just taken out back in Soth one day.
Well, that's pretty much what happened with the Order 5066.
Yes.
It was probably Order 65.
See, there is. Ironically enough, Order 65 is the Senate has betrayed the Republic.
Oh, there you go.
So if a Jedi had known it, just said, hey, execute Order 65. Steve would have been gunned down in his office.
I need to get to Clone Wars at some point. But it's not going to be for a while, because me and my mate...
First season is rough, and then they get a lot better. Last season, before, like, the... uncancelling, the... scrapped episodes, I don't know what to call them. That season's not that great. Mostly because of the retcons, though. Like, I will hate the clone brain chip thing to my dying breath. Cause like, that's one of those retcons that, like, hurts stories long term. Because now you can't have any more stories about the clones being conflicted about what they're doing.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I would. It's like, why the fuck? But they're the good guys. Why do we have to kill them all now? The fuck?
Yeah.
Until you realize, isn't it just all programming?
Yeah. Well, before the brain chip thing, they were just like more loyal to the Republic. One of my favorite cutscenes in Battlefront 2 is that moment where the nameless clone is talking about how, oh, Sid, Isla Secura loved us like family. I cannot do this. I need to look away. I need to look away. It makes no sense in the grand scheme of the lore at the time, because, like, according to that game, they shot Isla in the back and immediately did half the galaxy to Coruscant to take part in the Jedi Temple siege. But, like, the scene itself is great. And, like, across clone, you have, like, Isla Secura, who was a mother to her men. And much of that brings up mental images. But you also had Jedi who were complete and utter pricks for the clones. Did they just happily gun down because they were pricks?
Let me grab the chest, please. Let me grab the chest, please.
3D jet.
Oh, fuck! God damn it!
Evil. No wonder was an asshole to the clone troopers now. Been a little bit too long. Cause my mind keeps going to one particular general that sort of clones as expendable. But like, he would later lead the attack on Hoth.
Oof.
The guy Darth Vader chokes for being incompetent. That's the guy. Cause like, everything a general could possibly fuck up, that guy fucked up for Hoth. And the next guy says he led what was left into the battle. Which, to be fair, the Battle of Hoth is probably the most decisive win the Empire ever had. But it's not because of the first guy, it's because of the second guy. Like, had Vader not choked the guy, the Rebels probably would have won the Battle of Hoth.
Yep.
Like, they still would have fled the base anyway, because, like, Hoth at that point would have been exposed. The Empire now knows about it, but, like, less Rebels would have died. There's also Wham Kota, whose first thought at the clones was, fuck this shit, I'm gonna organize a private military. Which, I don't think we ever saw his reaction to Order 66, but I just, like, picture him, like, the whiteboard guy. See? I was right!
Basically. Ugh.
How many healing potions do you have?
2 more.
2.
I meant to use the fire.
We almost
honestly.
maxed out the money count. So regardless of how this goes, you might be due for a shopping spree.
Fucking slimes. Only slime is good in one other thing. I'm not saying that on stream.
The Dragon Quest slimes.
No, there's that. Well, depends on the one.
But I did see Square Enix is having a sale on their stuff. I learned apparently one of the most expensive games upcoming from Square Enix is the Dragon Quest III Remaster. It's like...
Yeah, I saw that, like, fucking...
That's a good-looking remaster, but it's like, I can't imagine paying, like, the full-price premium.
$97.
Dragon Quest III, nice, calm down.
That's on the cheapest site.
Anyway, I cannot imagine paying that much for Dragon Quest III in 2024.
It depends on how long the game is. Is it a big game?
Yes.
There you go. That's probably why.
Especially if they kept the monster medal system. I don't think they did, but that would be a good way to extend your gameplay.
I'd have to see some things about it. Some interviews.
All I know is that the game does look beautiful, and they have changed some of the designs. Like, the female warriors now has pants.
Yeah.
Which...
I get why, but, like, it's fantasy.
Yeah, I get why, but, like, I wish they didn't.
Fucking...
It's not as bad as Maya, but, like, it's still pretty bad.
Maya's hot as fuck.
Yeah. And I see the belly dancer, like, you want to be...
It is weird to give her...
relatively free.
In the dubs for, say, Dragon Quest Warriors, they gave her an Indian accent. I'm not sure how to feel about that.
I heard that, I guess. I was like, is it because he's vaguely Indian?
Wouldn't she be more Arabic?
Yes. Like, I suspect somebody was judging her by his skin color there.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, India is big into, like, belly dancing as well.
Yeah. I didn't think she sounded good with an Indian accent, I'll be honest. Nothing against India itself, it's just, I don't think she's...
Doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't think it works.
Which I will admit, I hardly use my own Warriors anyway.
Mind
But,
you...
like, I fully admit, I bought the first Warriors just because I was missing Yangus.
That being said, though, when it comes to the characters, though, most of the time when it comes to... when the English dub for Dragon Quest comes out, it's normally a, very European dub. So
Yes.
they'll get people from all over to do, like, voices. And that's fine, because I like hearing that.
I'm so used to it that I don't think I can hear Dragon Quest without being British anymore.
Same with Final Fantasy 14
Yeah.
and 12. Well, no, 12 has a mix of American and British.
I believe British' VA was British.
Oh, 16
misremembering.
has full British VAs. And it sounds fantastic.
Which sounds, yeah.
But I think it just works more for that kind of fantasy setting. Not all the time. Sometimes I think if it's entirely based around that mindset, yeah, that's fine. But sometimes fantasy stuff can work with American VAs as well.
Which, to double back on, like, the price of Dragon Quest 3, the PC version of Final Fantasy 16 is cheaper than Dragon Quest 3.
Wow.
Like, yeah, that's just not on. Because, like, yeah, Dragon Quest 3 is considered one of the greatest RPGs ever, but it's like,
I thought it was 5.
that was originally a NES game. 5 is also up there, but 3 is considered, like, the Dragon Quest.
That's true.
Like, if you see a Dragon Quest parody in an anime, manga, or tokusatsu, chances are it's Dragon Quest 3.
That's true. I'm gonna open that fucking thing.
And, like, you can tell, because there's always that one guy just like Edward.
Yes! Okay, I didn't fuck it up this time.
3D!
Yeah! My titties make me float! I swear, though, if Shantae wanted, she could just make them as big as she like. Yep. Oh, Christ. Alright,
Oh,
well,
half beauty of the lamp. Have bigger boobs.
reveal to me the keyhole!
Oh, it's right here. Not that key.
Ah! I can't find the coin slot! Here it is! Where does this lead me to?
Have that mental image now. Kingdom Hearts 1, but instead of Genie and Sante.
Yes.
And she's just as confused as everybody else.
Yeah, that's all I can really find here in the desert, I think. But we can get a new hair upgrade. Kind of glad I waited to the next week, because I knew for a fact if we tried going for Risky, right then we'd have nothing else to talk about. It'd be pretty short.
And I was also falling asleep.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tempted to call in sick one day and just, like, rest the entire day.
I don't blame you. The worst thing is, though, is that certain jobs don't allow you to do that, and they expect you to fucking... If you're sick, you have to get someone else to cover your shift. and you have to let them know ahead of time. It's like, fuck off, you can't be prepared for that shit.
Mine's been good about that, thankfully. It must have made grumble about my job. I was like, the higher up bosses, they want like more production, but it's like, well, it's not anybody's fault particularly there. It's just like the place is grossly.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh boy, best viewers.
Yeah, invert.
Anyway, grossly inefficient.
Thanks, Spit. Spit's watching. I thought someone was watching.
Hey, Spit. How's your day?
Oh, we're going good.
Just lying comfy in my bed. Yes, I know I said I would move into the lounge again this week. I also said that last week and I didn't. Did I say that on stream?
I don't remember.
Well, if I did, I'd say...
Fuck.
If I didn't, I said it now.
I blinked and I fell down a hole.
Not bad. That's good of you.
Whoa.
There's a desk in the lounge that, like, I used to put the laptop on to stream on. And then it got cold in the winter, so I moved into the bedroom just so I could hide away where it's warm. And now I have yet to move back. Just out of, like, idleness, I'm wondering to myself, like, what happens when one of the more humanoid monsters wanders in town?
They meet these fucking lovely chaps.
Fair. Like, they don't bat an eye to you wandering around in your transformations. It's like, there applies to me that things like that are somewhat regular occurrence, but then again, it might just be cause Sante.
There we go. That's what it looks like when you have it fully upgraded.
Curious, have we heard anything more from Sante? What's really that GBA game coming out?
I'd rather I just get a fucking remake, honestly.
Oh, right, the swimsuit special. Udon did a one-off comic book about Sante. And cause Wayford knows the audience, it was also a swimsuit special.
Hell yeah.
I have not got the chance to read it, sadly. Like, I've seen a couple of the covers and it's good art, but... I don't know. So, swimsuit special did well, cause, like... Dante's World would be good for comics.
Yeah. Even as the cartoon series.
Hmm.
I guess we could go take on Risky.
Up to you. Because whiskey is pretty much the end of whiskey is the end of the game, but I believe you go for a dungeon.
Yeah. I'm
Like
looking.
in comic format, you could have like a story of like Sante, Sky, and Wadi just like hanging out doing something. And I know a lot of fans would like stories like that.
Yep.
Wadi, where are we going? To eat your brains? Really? No, we're going shopping.
Hidden bits for going shopping. um. Okay, yeah, I guess we could go right to the Okay. Ah, I see. That's how you get to the Wait, what? I'm just trying to figure this shit out. Oh, okay, that's how you get there. Is there a jam down there? No, there's not. Or Oh wait. Yes, there is actually. Right. I'm gonna use the Have I already got all the hearts?
Yes, you do.
All right, so I don't think it does anymore. I'll get to the lilac warp.
Because there's 3 heart containers, and I believe you start with 3 hearts. So I would presume you have all the heart containers if you're at 6 hearts now.
Yeah. Ow.
It's like... This will probably go on cooldown, just like let time sit cause you streamed it and all that jazz, but like... I always should get around to these games at some point.
You say that
But
about a
not
lot.
like Zelda 2, where that game scares me. I do enjoy all the Sante games from here on out. It's just like finding the time for it.
You say that a lot about the games that I play. It's like I want to play these games at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
Worst cases like Jack and Dexter was like, I have played these games, I just love these games.
Magic Jam. So it looks like all the other jam places are this way.
Like at some point next year, I'm definitely gonna have to try Sly Cooper.
Well,
Since
first
PS2 emulator is working.
or play the PS.
I mean, PS2 for the legitimate copies.
No, just play the one on PS5. It actually retains the original cell shaded look without any problems like frame rate or anything. It's really nice. That's all there is this area. Okay. We can head back to the main. Because all we gotta do really is go the Wait. Oh, wait a minute.
As the gears just turned. Sorry,
I just realized. No, we'll keep going this way then, because I think I can probably pick up some more jams this way. Yeah. Alright, we're good.
I mean, I poke a bit of fun, but I poke fun the same way I poke fun at myself.
I love this hair upgrade.
It's fast. I like to double back to like the cooldown thing, I just think it would like be a little bit rude if I start streaming this like a month or two afterwards. Granted, I'm not gonna. I am backlogged enough as is. But it's just the idea of it.
Well, again, it's like with what my Twitch bio says. I play whatever the fuck I want when I'm bored.
Mm.
Alright.
My, I believe, says a Kiwi degen fumbling his way through games, which is still accurate.
Yep. Alright, Wait, what is... Hang on. Oh, no.
A degen, because I don't know if you're allowed to say degenerate in your Twitch bio.
I don't remember either. Okay, we go this way. Yeah, we can go right. Wait. Yeah, we go right. We've got to remember, like, Risky doesn't have a double jump. You get an achievement, by the way, for killing the same skeleton over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that.
I believe it was 5 times. So I was looking at it last stream.
That's 2. That's 3.
Like, I believe the achievement for each ending it did, like, silly sin, like killing the same skeleton 5 times.
4.
It's like, in this case, some of the endings are bound to, like, your playtime, which in general I mind, but at the same time, Sante is a Metroidvania.
That was 5. What?
Maybe some more. Like, Metroidvanias have got to go fast, so in the DNA that, like, I don't mind.
Let's see.
I'm loading up the achievements right now, don't worry.
Kill the same skeleton 6 times.
Oh.
Just killed it 6. What the fuck? I'll go one more time then. There we go. What the fuck was that about?
I like the achievement pot before you killed the skeleton.
Yeah, like what?
Maybe it's based on their respawn, and not the actual kill.
Oh, I already got that. Jam. Go to the left. So I have that one already.
Let's get this ready. Sante, whiskey, and dates. I am surprised I did not get what... I'm surprised I got the actual Whiskey's Revenge ending for that Google that, I'm not gonna lie.
Found it.
But it's type that is like, hang on, that could be misinterpreted.
Oh yeah. Shantae
I
looking
forgot
risky.
the other thing could do that.
Jam!
Oh, jam. I load up the indies for later. I'm gonna read off the 2 that, like, you can't get any more. If you complete the game in under 3 hours with all 32 items, you get a picture of Wally Tops.
Oh.
Why? Don't know. If you complete the game in under 2 hours with less than the 34 items, you get Sante in a bikini.
Oh, yes.
Which is a nice image, but, like, it's not as sexual as you're probably picturing.
No.
He used to put him on his main channel, but he stopped doing that. I don't remember why.
Okay.
Just Spin is asking, do you have a VODs channel?
I highlight all my shit, so it stays on my Twitch. I do record all my stuff, so to one day put it all on my YouTube page. And it's just because of how busy I am when doing this stuff. I might have to hire an editor at some point, but I don't have the money, so I have to do shit myself.
Yep. That's why I don't hire an editor. I did see that probably the later Sony Vegas or the more recent Sony Vegas options have a function where like you can pop your video in and AI will like comb it for TikTok highlights. I am tempted to do that, to be honest.
I don't feel like letting AI decide what's funny.
I feel in this case I don't mind it, because like ultimately I'm the one that puts things on the channel. So I would be looking over the clips and be like, okay, this is funny, this is not. It's not like it'd be taking anybody's job, because like the person doing that normally would be me anyway.
That's true, yeah.
If anything, it just saves me a couple hours long term.
Jab!
Well, regardless, if I want to play with that, I need to get one of the more recent versions of Sony Vegas.
And by that you mean...
Probably pay.
Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't have the money for that. Oh, there's 3 jams inside that fucking labyrinth. In the Squid Baron's labyrinth.
I'm practicing making swords for YouTube, so I'm going to edit yours. Oh, do you have the resolution you need for that?
Oh, go for it. If you want to do that, that's fine. Just make sure you credit. That's actually good advertisement, too.
I think I said last week, I don't give a fuck what people do with my content.
Well, as long as
Granted.
you get credited, I'm fine with it.
Granted, I was thinking about this over the week. I remember there was a guy that Johnny yelled at who either edited out Matt or edited out Elliot. That's where I go, maybe not.
Yeah, don't do that. You aren't allowed to do that. Because that's not up to you. Oh, well, that's cool. Thanks, Spit. Okay, so there is one more.
There you go, that's the resolution that you need.
3-way Spitfire to burn the block. Do I have 3-way Spitfire?
I believe you do. It's that one, isn't it?
Oh, I think so, yeah. Okay, we can probably do it. Where am I? Monkey!
Like, if it puts it in a good way, have some common sense with it, and I don't mind what people do with my content.
Yeah. Hang on.
But like, if I ever manage to get Bubby on this channel and somebody does that with her, I'm gonna be a pissed boy. As much as I can be frustrated at him, the same with the little Hulk.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah. And to continue to tell you about the endings, if you beat the game in over 2 hours with less than the 34 items, you get a picture of Sante. was just her cutely sitting on a pillow somewhere. Oh, he's probably the best of the Elite images. In case wondering, I don't think any other game does endings based on time. I think it's only this game.
Yeah, because they wanted to make it act like an actual Vania game.
I get why you need the 3 now. But the top one, it rises in a diagonal path. A monkey fall down, I guess.
Mucky.
You forgetting something?
Yeah.
It's like a pain in the ass salt to make, though.
Got it.
There you go. Well, I'm thinking about it in the back of my mind. Spin, if you are going to make YouTube shorts, make sure you clear yourself as well. As the guy that made the sort.
Ah!
At least the brand stays burnt.
Thank God.
Maybe the pike ball. Or that.
Jam. That is another 4.
Remember, do you need 3 jam per item now in the shop, or do you need just 2?
3.
There's roughly 2 left.
Okay.
Might be 9 left looking at that item list.
Now, I hate the fact that this map doesn't detail exactly what goes on in the Baron's lair.
Yeah. Want me to look for a different map?
Yeah.
Which map are you going to?
Squid Baron.
There you go. Easy to understand one. I'll post it in the voice channel now. We can talk about why is it director's cut? What's the difference between director's cut and non?
Probably some added stuff. Make the game look a lot more nicer on the eyes. Upscaled to the PC stuff, so it's not held back by DSi technology. Or, I mean, you could also just look it up, because I'm just pulling shit up my ass.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Alright, you sent the thing?
Yeah.
Alright, let me see. Oh, thank you. That's much easier to see if I can open it. Okay. Game. I got that one
Sounds
right.
like the director's cut is just like fancier resolution.
Yeah, that's about it.
I first thought this magic mode be like just a base game thing, but it sounds like no, that was always that way.
Okay.
Was you might play a little bit of it just for like time, but magic mode puts Sante in a middle bikini-like dress.
Oh, like the Leia
I don't
thing?
know how to describe it.
The Princess
You
Leia.
take double damage, but your magic is doubled as well. It is very high risk but high reward.
Ah, okay.
Like, I want to compare it to hard mode, but it's more like Kingdom Hearts Critical, where, like, you'll start in a harder game, but you'll end it in an easier one.
I hate level 1 crit mode shit. Critical mode itself is fine. Like, but fuck off of your level 1 bullshit.
I wish I was good enough to do it, but I'm not.
Oh, I got this one already.
Uh,
Only one more to check for. Oh god.
trying to think, what director's cuts do I know the differences to? I know Resident Evil 1 was like a completely different game in its director's cut, for some reason. They like changed the camera, changed the music. I think they changed some of the puzzles as well. And mine keeps thinking that there's a game where, like, directors cut his costumes that they couldn't have in the base version, but I'm struggling to remember what game that was. Yeah, I'm curious now. Video game director's cuts.
Obviously, Sonic Adventure makes a big one. But it's apparently it doesn't mean director's cut. It just means DX.
Right, that is what that means.
Yeah, fuck you. Oh.
There's no list of them. Okay, fair enough.
Ah. Now this I haven't gotten.
Right, Metal Gear Solid had director's cuts. I think that was just like the extra stuff in the unseparate discs. Like that funny gag wheel free.
Got it.
So which Baron is next?
Question. Probably. Well, no, we already did Ammo Baron stuff, didn't we? Which is
If
kind
you're
of.
doing Hypno Baron, you might be on your own given how that tower looks.
Yeah, it might be Hypno Baron.
But boy, Chief viewers.
Oh, again? Christ. I swear I get hit by those nearly every day now. I think yesterday was the
What was
worst.
happening last night with the bots? Yeah.
17 of those bastards.
But did you get a screenshot of your stream setup? Or did you get a screenshot of all the bots just
No.
like prosperity? bugger. Cause I saw off my streamer studio thing at the end of the streams, I could sew it off there.
I could probably look at it through the Twitch replay.
Doesn't show up in the Twitch replay.
Even in the chat?
No.
Damn.
I've been watching the Jack 2 ones slowly. Every once in a while I'll comment on the bots and they just won't be there. Also, if you're going to the Hypnobound, I'll post the map.
Thank you. That's the only place I got left, I think. Because I remember, I think I only have one more to get in the and that's probably through Risky's stuff. Yeah. Oh wait.
It's in the chat now.
Oh, hang on. I'm trying to see if got that. Wait, did I? No, yeah, I would have gotten that one. Yeah, no, I did that. I think. Fire magic, yeah, I think I did that one too. That's not a jam one, that's just probably a cache of shit. Mountain of Ladies, hell yeah.
The mod. Okay. Yeah, it shows up in the mod chat. And wow, that is a lot of names.
Are you looking through it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Screenshot that.
How big can I make this then?
Okay, let's head to the Hypno Baron. Wait, did I?
Do you have the map load up?
I already did the coffee beans. Yeah. I'm just trying to get out.
You have to do coffee beans for bot.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get out of the area, which requires me to, if I remember correctly, is there a? Alright, there's a warp around here. Thank God. Yeah. Oop.
Beast from the East. That's an awesome name. On that note, I'm gonna get out of mod view.
Yeah, I don't like mod view. It's too all over the place for me. It's too busy.
Also, Joe's live, so I'm gonna switch to the multi-twits as well. Like supporting my boys.
There we go. You could take me to.
On that note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. "19 names.
Damn. Ocean East.
If only all those bots had stuck around.
Mermaid Cliffs. Yeah. Yes, I said yes.
I want to go see the mermaids.
All right.
Like, to double way back to, like, the monsters, the giant mermaid, when you beat her, she can communicate with Sante, she just can't speak the language or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
But presumably it's happened a couple times, like, one of the monsters just, like, walking in, getting a meal in some way, and just, like, walking out. Hell, to double back to, like, Udon doing a comic, there you go, there's a comic initial to whose plotline did in there.
I think IDW would actually do a really good job with the comics, if they haven't already.
I know Ian Flynn really wants to wait for the rebooted Mega Man, which is supposedly happening.
I mean, he did a really good job
I say
with
let
the
him.
Archie stuff, so let him do it, yeah.
Yeah.
I want him to get his hands on the old shit to continue it, because it's like, he never got to continue it. Because Archie's bullshit.
Well, not just Archie, but, like, let's not.
Yeah, Ken Penders.
Yep.
I love that meme of him of it saying like Ken Penders is I killed Mega Man.
Well, I kind of get why. Cause it is Archie Sonic. That is in demand right now. Just call it like, you're not gonna see many other volumes ever. Unless they can sort out a deal, but like, it annoys me that Ken just reprinting Archie comics made him a tiny profit.
Ugh.
But like, if my fear about Ken right now money was true, it's not now. I mean, the Sonic fan base will have to deal with him for God knows how much longer.
As soon as he eventually crosses over to another plane of existence, the world will be a happier place.
Be approaching retirement age. But like,
I had to
was
word
a
that
20-year-old
very-
back in the 80s.
I had to word that very carefully.
Yes, you did.
Alright.
I don't wish that on the guy, but like at the same time, it is a matter of time.
There is a bunch of people I do wish that upon, but I keep that shit to myself. Because I don't need to face scorn from people.
Like me, because I find the practice goalless. Don't get me wrong, in the case of him, I understand. I still find it goalless, but I understand.
How did I enter from?
See, this is why I'm useless with that map, because like,
Map makes sense now.
it is teleport sit, and I just don't have to hit for that kind of thing.
I'm trying to find the jams. Okay. I see two of them. I don't see a third though. Yeah, no, I see two. I see two jams. But it's like
So scrolling the info for Whiskies with Eds, apparently you can download the soundtrack for free.
I'm just trying to figure this out. Oh God.
Name your price. But you can download the soundtrack for free, but like, please throw something Jake's way. He does good stuff.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, there's only two jams in this area, in this map. Even though it said on the map, the other map said like there'd be three.
Weird. Hypno Baron map. Let's see if I can find a different one with the jams on it.
I think
Sorry.
I have that one. The B7 one. Yeah, I would have done that already.
The wiki said there's only 2 in Hypno Baron's tower, so you got 2. There's 2 sources that say 2.
Yeah, and then there's the map that is the whole world. This is 3 magic jams. The question is, do I already have that B6 one? With the mermaid dance. Did I have mermaid dance when I entered Hypno Baron's lair?
You got it from Hypno Baron, didn't you?
Around it, yeah. I don't think I had it before this. Okay, well, in that case, I'm going for that one. Alright. Okay, so we gotta go to B6. Is that B6? And that requires us to get to that area from L2. Which... Okay, so we take the A4 one upcoming. Oh, here, from here. Sorry, I had to plan that out ahead of time so I didn't end up lost. Maps and all.
I learned something new today, just like wandering the wiki.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently there's a game called Watch Quest on the Apple Watch.
I didn't even know
It's
that
like
was...
an alternate universe Sante.
Really?
Like, I'm looking at her dressed as a rogue and Barrow dressed as like lit RPG protagonist.
She'd be good as the rogue or, dancing class. I mean, she proved that she can also be a pirate in Pirate's Curse.
Watch Quest will use a lot of assets from Sante and the Pirate's Curse, including some that went unused in the original game. Oh!
Nope, wrong way.
Dark.
Alright.
Do you remember the guy whose wife was petrified? And he gets petrified trying to cure his wife?
Maybe?
One of the dummy that, like, petrifies... Well, calling him a dummy is a bit rude. There's a guy who tries to cure his wife from being petrified and gets petrified himself. Apparently, in the files for Pirate's Curse, there are broken versions of their petrified forms. Implied that they're dead.
Aw. That's sad. Oh, if it's like Dr. Stone, all you gotta do is glue them back together.
Like, it's removed content, so, like, it might have made there, like, how canon that is, but I kind of hope it isn't. Because that's just sad.
It took me to L2.
Be a gunsmith This would be like the Squid Smith, but for Whiskey's Gun.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
That's interesting.
She could also.
Squid Smith showed up in Seven Sirens. Neat.
I think it's this way. Alright. Oh, well, I found this.
Hello there.
Oh, yes.
Not gonna lie, I was expecting at least one of them to have nothing inside of it.
Well, found the treasure room.
Hugged us for a second.
Okay. It's I see. Okay. So I had it the wrong way. That way it goes to be closed. That one has to be open. Oh God, where am I? I'm gonna assume I'm going the right way.
I don't think you can play this Watch quest anymore. That's sad.
Fuck! Fuck!
I tried to find a game page for it. I just get 4 4s. What the fuck? Oh, I remember this room now.
I don't. Or I might actually, but I just don't remember.
I think you just did a very tricky jump with the... Yeah, that. I see that jump is easier on the way back. Hey, Chris.
Hey.
Hey, welcome to Risky's Revenge.
I'm just going down rabbit holes.
We're just doing a lot of cleanup.
Oh, oh shit, I need to clear this party.
Like, I've learned that there's a, or at least was, a game for the Apple Watch that was like Alternate Universe Sante.
Oh, wow.
That's not like you can play it anymore.
Huh.
Called
You
Watch
know.
Quest if you want to look it up yourself.
Yeah, I just saw the poster for it in the, voice channel. Also, I saw
I did
the
put that
list
there.
of, the bots that were banned yesterday.
19 for my count.
Jesus Christ. What the
Like, I
fuck?
saw a little bit of it, like near the end of my EDF stream, but like, sounds like Jet got so much worse.
Good lord.
I don't know. Twitch has been having some weird issues of late.
Yeah.
Like, there's a thing about how conveniently a bunch of VTubers are getting flagged during September.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Fucking Mouse lost her YouTube channel for her VODs.
What?
Yep.
Iron Mouse?
Yeah,
Yes.
Why?
because people kept flagging it for some reason.
Oh my god.
She lost her VOD channel. Did she lose her main channel as well?
I don't know. And she can't
Okay.
appeal it because that would have to have her reveal who she is.
Yeah.
That sucks.
V Sojo in theory could join in as like a middleman. Problem is, Iron Mouse's channel was created before she joined V Sojo.
Yep.
In theory, if you did the same thing to Susui and Miko and Hololive, the same problem would arise.
Yep.
Let's not give people ideas. Let's just say right now.
I mean, cover is lawyered up, so if they want to fuck around, they'll find out. Hopefully.
I mean, the worser thing is Niji Sanji, because Niji Sanji don't give a fuck about its own talent.
Sadly, 'cause I saw a post about Woizumi, about how nobody showed up to her birthday. It's like,
Oh, that was
that makes me so sad.
that's fucked.
That is fucked. That is honestly fucked.
All right, so yeah, I've got all the jams in this area. We can leave now.
And meanwhile, I'm having an interesting slice of cheese, actually.
American
Oh,
cheese.
It is, how do I put this? It's an interesting, white cheese, but it has, like, mustard seeds in it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty tangy, though. I did give my mom one that has, like, some whiskey in it. But I'm not. I don't know. I don't know if she's tried it or not.
Hypno Baron's Labyrinth is fucking. Ugh, I hate it. This place I'm going by map because trying to find everything on your own is no.
You don't have the Hypno Baron's place in a 9-minute navigate just looking at the map.
Yep. It took me a bit to figure out exactly what to do. It was like going back to old school like map navigation on a street directory.
I think last stream I might went to the Sylph Tower in Pokemon.
Oh, fuck that. I don't know what they like about that so much that they had to recreate it in later generations in Pokemon. Because I'm pretty sure fucking Ruby and Sapphire has it, as does Diamond and Pearl. I don't know why they love that shit so much back then.
Question. If I recall correctly, it was one gym leader in Gen 3, but I don't remember exactly which one.
What, with the teleportations or something?
Yeah.
Might have been Tate and Lisa.
Sounds right.
They're the psychic gym leaders. Oh, thank God. Let's get out of here. Alright. Now, let's head back to town. Actually, it's not that far. Let's go to the right.
I just noticed it's
Right,
7,
left.
so while you're doing that, I'm gonna go put my dinner on.
I meant
Yeah,
left.
me.
Yep. Fuck you, fish. All right, let's spend some cash. Oh, well, I got everything. Got it all. We could go fight Sean. Go fight Risky now. All right, Risky is well, we go right from town in the back. We got to use the mermaid kick. Okay. How far down we gotta go? Oh, wow. Going down, down, down to the bottom of the ocean. Gotta go down, 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 even further than beyond. We go right. Blow that up. Blow that up. And we're out. And with this, we also unlock a teleport.
Phew, that's pretty yummy.
Yes.
Yeah, if you don't hear me for very long for certain parts, it's just simply because I'm trying to eat some cheese.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
It's just got a giant stack of cheese.
Oh yeah, but
How does this quote go? 100 pieces of something cheese? That you were saying?
Oh, we're good. We're fighting Risky now. We got everything.
Oh.
An auto-scroller.
Oh, right. This is why you needed the mermaid bullet. Aside, I just had the mental of a Tinkerbell with a fishing rod. It's like fishing everybody out. Everyone needs a cheese stack. Exactly. That seems like it's a hard bullet hell. I'll set him up.
Just keep shooting.
Yeah. Does seem like it's better to dodge the mines than blow them up. But they get caught in the crossfire, so be it. Or just like one less obstacle. Yep. I know. Also, aside, way forward a massive like making the stylus game.
Hell yeah.
Like, this place looks so pretty.
Oh yeah.
Like, from what we did see of the GBA game, it was gonna push the GBA to its limits, visually. So hopefully Way Forward can just keep doing that. I don't know. Speaking of SE, is the GBA game due out this year or next year?
I think it's already out. But I could be wrong.
Dante GBA.
Hmm.
Coming 2025. Okay. Due out this year, though. Must have been delayed.
Maybe.
Unless Limited One have released the game and the 2025 is other platforms.
And they're like, haha, pay for us to get the better game. And all the good shit. Limited Run, you make good shit, but you're assholes when it comes to having shit ahead of everyone else.
Yep.
And asking people to pay more than they want. At one point, they were considered amazing for what they do. And now they're just looked at as fuck off. Because they're the only ones that do it. No one else does it.
It's a monopoly, so.
At least one competitor, because isn't the Super Indie Mixtape different guys? Like, Limited One is the biggest company.
I think so, yeah. Destroy all.
But I'll call quickly.
Yay! I killed them all. And I got the achievement for
You
it.
participated in genocide, Barney.
Yay! Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I like genocide.
So Snake, so Snake's group was doing Jackbox a little earlier today.
Yeah, I didn't know until it was like I'd woken up and I was like, "Fuck off, Snake."
Already finished by the time I got home.
You gotta let people know this shit a day beforehand.
Like I would have got home in time anyway.
Yeah, he is not very good at doing that, but
That's why
let's just say,
I try to let people know when I'm streaming the day beforehand, just in case, or if they know already ahead of it, I don't bother because they know. All right, here comes lights out. Fuck this. Thankfully, I got a map.
Okay, yeah, Sante GBA is coming to Switch, PS4, PS5, and Steam.
and this is
So I
the
presume the
unreleased.
2025 is the later versions.
I'm presuming that. Sorry.
It is supposedly the unreleased Sante GBA game.
Oh.
But from what I understand, what we see, just like googling Sante GBA, that was more or less what already existed of that game. So I'm curious how much of it is the unreleased GBA game, or if it's a game inspired by the unreleased GBA game.
That could be the
I
case.
will go ahead and this is why I have the cutting room floor wiki. Alright.
I mean, from what I understand, it's literally like 2 images that existed beforehand. Add them up. Let's see. No, I did not.
Ah, monkey.
I can quickly go get it. There we go. I'll post them in the voice channel.
Okay.
I think I'll post them in Jet's channel as well. Or Jet's chat as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that does. Yeah.
Like, from what I understand, these images that I'm posting is more or less already existed of that game.
Pretty much. Ah.
But like, Way Forward did those images. They stopped them around. It did not get anybody interested in publishing the game.
Nah.
So they scrapped it for a couple years until the DSI, where they thought, okay, let's try Sante again.
Ah, big booby pirate.
And
Let's
that's how
go.
we got this game.
Make yourself comfortable, Grandpa. Your genie friend should be arriving any moment now. You three, what are you standing around for? You've been paid, now shove off! Hey! The deal wasn't for cash, what about our brains? And our lifetime supply of coffee. Sorry, change of plans.
It ain't worth fighting over. Let's go. I got a feeling things are about to get messy. Doot doot. Doot doot.
Holy tops.
Frisky, this is a new low. Turning my friends against each other. It's sick. Ah, you've arrived. It could have gone differently, you know. Maybe you should have just handed over those seals in the beginning and saved your friends from such grief. The outcome would have been the same. Now give me those 3 magic seals and I promise that your uncle can go free. I can't say the same for you.
Don't do it, Shantae. She'll use them to unleash the lamb's hidden power. Take them and run.
I can't. Risky wins this time. You guys were dragged into this because I was too weak to do my job. It's my responsibility as a garden genie to face this on my own. Give Risky the magic seals?
No.
Okay. I don't have a
That's
choice. I have to do it. It doesn't matter what I say.
Damn it, Shantae!
The magic seals are mine. Your uncle is free to go. Uncle, go now.
But
I'll deal with Risky. Get going.
doot 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 doot.
In a few moments, the lamp will be restored to full strength, and its dark power will be mine. It's not over yet. There's still time to stop you. You're certainly welcome to try.
At least he drops another mech. Yes, he does.
Men!
Jeez.
Throw the steam-powered oceanic tinker tub into overdrive. Let's see what this baby can really do.
Still very Metal Slug. But anyway, to finish my thoughts. WayForward did like smaller projects and published these games themselves. And I don't remember them being the most successful DSi game.
How do I
But
deal with
these
this?
2 Sante games were among the highest. Same way you did last time.
There's
isn't
no
it?
barrels. Oh.
About that.
I can't even...
Anyway, from what I remember, these games were among like the highest selling DSi games. Not the highest, but among them. And eventually that led to WayForward kickstarting a game called Half Genie Hero. And Sante is... I don't want to say Sante is a safe money earner, but like, see... in a comfortable position now. But I don't see Seven Sirens in any other games like not making a profit. At least a small one. Like, WayForward is not a position where like they can just rely on their original properties. At least not yet.
Wasn't that why they're releasing that Sigma Force or Sigma Star next year? Wait.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, WayForward is such a weird company where it's like, they will either make like licensed sloss or slock. They will make licensed masterpieces or they just like make good games. Like they're very like variable company, like quality wise, because of those licensed games, but like, hey, you gotta keep the lights on. You gotta feed your staff and all that jazz.
Yep.
Yeah.
And sometimes your staff want to go home for the night for their families.
Yes. But I don't think I've ever heard a way forward not having a good workplace culture, so I assume they do have it.
It's probably similar to Nintendo.
Probably. I can see that.
Because Nintendo's workplace, I hear, is really good.
Oh, I did this done.
There we go. You're finished, Risky! Gotta keep your eye on the prize, you see? The magic lamp is back in action and ready to rock! If you still want to know the secret of the lamp, I'll show you. Open wide and say, ah! Ah!
Oh.
What? What have you done? Ha! Do you understand now? This lamp has the power to suck up and enslave genies. Once captured, the genie must grant every wish her master desires, no matter how evil. This is what your uncle has been hiding from you. With this, I can turn a genie into a weapon of total destruction. No one will dare to defy me. But how could it work on me? I'm only half genie. I'll admit at first glance it seems pretty useless. After all, there aren't any real genies left to enslave. But since you're a half genie, I figured why not use the lamp to strip you of your powers? She's right. My magical half is gone. What's left is... I'm human! Now let's see how you fare without your special powers. Hear me, genie of the lamp. I command you to appear! Oh, it's Negashante?
Yep.
Thank fuck you said it.
Do not hesitate. Destroy
Yes,
this
that is
brat!
actually her name.
Don't stop until she's a stain on my floor. I can't transform! Risky will use my magic for evil, and all I'll have to fight with are these items I found along the way. Oh, I've come to stop. I can't stop you other than this gun I found. Please be enough.
So one, yes, you're restricted just to your items. And two, you remember how I was talking about Half Genie Hero earlier? The campaign was not a rousing success. There was supposed to be a storyline that did not meet their Kickstarter goal, involving this version of Sante, which I do not trust myself not to mold the pronunciation accidentally.
Monkey.
Called like... That word can be very dangerous when you've got an accent like me.
Oh, my eye.
But like... For the actual character, think Metal Sonic more than anything. See, it's supposed to be like Dark Link, but like in practice he's more like Metal Sonic.
Well, that, I
He's
think...
the mainstay from here on.
Another variation would be Evil Supersonic from the Sonic Fleetway comics.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. That's a whole can of worms.
Man's a
Like,
psychopath.
well, her campaign did not meet its goal. She does show up again in Sky, Bolo, and Watty's Tops campaign.
In Half Genie Hero?
Yes. I don't think she showed up in Pirate's Curse, and I would not be able to tell you about Seven Sirens, though.
I haven't finished it, so I can't tell you.
But like, if you ever wondered why Sante... Or if you've ever been watching, like, reviews of this series and you wonder why Sante is stuck with, like, equipment in the next game, this is why.
Yeah, she has no
What-
powers.
Whiskey took her powers and created this.
She gets them back in Half Genie Hero, though.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it, best viewers, go away.
The best view is
So, how many mallets are we taking out?
Just one. Ugh, hang on, my eye hurts. Is itchy.
There you go.
Something in my eye. I'll be right back.
Just for Jet's viewing pleasure. So, how have you been tonight, Shane?
I wanted to get more done than I actually did. But a lot of it was just simply winding off last night's VOD.
That's
Because Sony
understandable.
Vegas are not liking when I do certain other things while it's rendering.
Alright.
How have you been?
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, as I said, I got to participate in Snake's little Jackbox party pack stream. And somehow I managed to win a game of Quiplash.
Nice.
I don't know. I don't know how. I do not know how.
I mean, Quiplash is one of those things where, like, nobody really knows how they do it.
Yeah. As for patently stupid, I mean, it was no surprise. Honestly, it wasn't exactly a surprise. Somehow, no. I'm shocked I won the second round.
Mm-hmm.
More so than the first round. The first round, I felt like I could have done that a little bit better if I had actually made sure to draw the picture of the person holding a what looks like a baseball bat. But I didn't. I still somehow managed to pass, but
Hey, as long as it works.
yeah. It's just the way you have to pitch the ideas and draw. When it comes to drawing what you're trying to convey, you gotta be really good at it. Like, make it simple and to the point.
I've never actually played Quick Blast, I just watched it on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like, it always looks like a fun time, but like, you really had the people to play it with when I play games.
I know when it came to
Fuck. Alright, I'm good.
I know for a fact when it came to, what was it? Murder Trivia Party, it's like, that's one of those games where it can depend. The RNG
On the questions?
can be dependent on what questions you get. And
Fun
if
game.
You can actually answer them.
Not, I don't know. I think Quiplash you have more fun with than that. Hell, Use Your
Right.
Words is more fun than that.
I beg to differ. Then again, Crash's weakest subject in school was English, so you should take of that, make of that of which you will.
What, just writing stuff? And being funny?
Yes.
Not that hard. It all depends on the questions you're given to work with.
I know with,
Alright, let's do this.
I know the last game we got to try was Press the Button. That one, I will say this right now. The only thing I can say is it was divisive amongst the people who played it.
Divided how?
some people hated it, and there were some people who liked it. I was amongst the ones that liked it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense that, yeah, as I said, I was amongst one of the people that did like it. I didn't participate in the round, but I was very observant.
How much health does this bitch have?
A lot.
I think it's based on how many items you collect, so probably a lot.
Yeah, all of them.
Well, he's not a hard boss, like... If he wins, he's just gotta wear you down more than anything else.
Ugh.
Now you have 5 health potions, so you should be able to do it. Same reason why I'm not really talking about the boss fight, because like... For what I remember, it's all this. I think we saw the phases in like the first 5 minutes. Later, I wish the Half Genie Hero Kickstarter met the campaign goal for
A dark Negashante.
Discantes. Yes. But like, yes, he's just like evil Sante, but like there's fun in being the evil characters every once in a while.
Yeah, Johnny brought that up
Whiskey's
too.
campaign in that same game.
Oh, I died. Huh. I didn't even realize my health got that low. Fuck. I gotta do all that again though. Damn it.
These are items we stock. Like, to double way back to Star Wars, that's why Empire campaigns are so fun. You get to play as the bad guys.
Yeah, it's fun being the goody two shoes every now and again, but sometimes you just want to watch the world burn.
And it depends on from universe to universe. In all honesty, I think stories get a bit more interesting, at least overall, to kind of play some of the other alternate campaigns. If it's a bit more gray, but that's just simply me.
I mean, they let you do the evil path in the Hyrule Warriors, and playing as Sia was actually really fun. Was it Sia or whatever the fuck that sexy
yes.
tan woman's name was?
Sia, Volga, and Wizrobe.
I'm still like, I will just say it straight up. Just.
The other had Ganondorf's
Yeah,
story
it's
at the
just-
end.
Yes, it's just that one character I just recall that had that obsession with Link.
Yes, he's great for it.
I'm like, oh, that's kind of actually scary.
I skipped this.
Yeah. Especially her castle with the wound is like decorated with Link pictures.
And the thing is, she's just a variation. She's a dark version of the main blue-haired character.
Yeah, Lana. Quite literally, because they're supposed to be the same person.
No.
Wasn't Sia the original version?
No. Lana,
Oh, okay.
Lana was.
I think Sia was.
I mean, you could have just asked if you wanted to go out with him. Like, I'm pretty sure he would have said yes. I would have said yes to that.
Was Link, you would have said here at most.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He is mute for the most part.
There we
Like, I
go.
almost wish those two, like, became a staple of the Koei Tecmo games. But they're very fun characters. With a more interesting movie than the one that we got.
Yeah.
What's up?
Commitments in Star Wars 8.
Well, a lot of things would have been better with that if that movie had actually been good. If that trilogy had been good.
Well,
Trilogy, yeah, would probably be the better answer.
I would have liked to have seen Finn become a fucking Jedi Master.
I know, right?
He fucking
I
wielded the
expected
damn
Bell
thing.
Sword. I fixed that during the Lego Force Awakens one.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, he had the main character energy.
Ray was just there.
Yeah, I hate to be blunt, but yeah.
But there's a reason.
was
It's not a
terrible.
nice reason, but there's a reason why they didn't do anything with Finn or Poe.
I
It's a,
am so mad about that. I am so mad about that to this day. And I don't blame any of the actors who got fucked over.
it's one of the reasons why I think
but-
Finn's actor doesn't want anything to do with Disney's shit anymore. It's one of the reasons why he didn't
I
want
don't
to.
blame him.
I think it's also the reason why he didn't want to take over from what's his dickhead name for Kang? Because he didn't want sloppy seconds.
So I think he would have done a good job there. But
He
it's
would have
like,
been good. But if he hadn't been completely mistreated the entire way through.
to the point where he almost had a racism case, like, winning.
That's mostly because of China's bullshit.
Like, him and Disney settled. I've heard rumors that KK came with, like, a suitcase of cash, either metaphorically or literally. Which, if she did, I don't blame John for taking the deal. Cause, like, yeah, that shit's not okay, but, like, you hand me a suitcase of cash. I'm gonna sit there and think, how far through college is that gonna get the kids?
How many bills can I pay with that?
Yeah, exactly.
There's a statement in Simpsons that I don't know if it's the current Simpsons or not, but Homer says it basically like the US of A, where suing gets you the money you need. Sue SA! Sue SA! Sue SA! And I'm like, yeah, that actually makes more sense than you'd think.
Yep.
It appeared with where, like, that started to get frowned upon. And also how I feel about that.
I can't hit it!
But it's saying, on one hand, the ability to get sued does deter quite a lot of things. On the other hand, though, 80s, 90s, that America was a little bit crazy with that.
Look at all the people that sue nowadays for the most simplest of things that could just be a simple apology. They want money.
So sometimes it's the media, like, playing up the insignificance of it, like, there was a McDonald's case, I want to say...
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
4 years ago,
It's the hot coffee thing?
where, like, yes. The media played out like,
Stupid.
it was just like a small amount of coffee getting spilled on the person.
No, but it was actually from what
When you
was...
look at the case, it's like, no, this person got, like, third-degree burns.
It was
from
actual, like, hot coffee, like, piping hot. To the point of...
Yeah.
Yeah, so that actually makes more sense, but the media would
To
gladly...
the point of, if I recall correctly, I think it was like reconstructive surgery
Oh, fuck yeah, that part.
around the genital region.
Oof.
Yeah, it was that bad.
Had to plastic up her...
Was how does this coffee get that hot to begin with levels of bad?
Well, you see what happens with scalding stuff with coffee makers.
Yep.
That's true. And hell, if you want another valid one, there was the couple deaths at the Disney theme parks.
Oh, yes.
This is where the whole "you sign up for Disney Plus" thing came from.
Oh, fuck off with that shit. Kiss my ass.
Yeah,
You don't just sneak that shit into contracts.
I'm just gonna be honest. Hearing about that actually made me not want to have anything to do with Disney anymore after that. But
I don't blame you.
Fuck no. You're gonna try to pull.
Well, from what I
that
understand, it
shit?
got thrown out in court. But like, imagine signing up for Disney Plus and actually waiving your right to seek
Any-
medical attention if your mum gets hurt in the parks. As you know, it wasn't seek medical attention. It was to get Disney have Disney cover for that medical attention.
Well, what else was the problem? Another one, like, where the case was, like, a kid died and he wanted to have Spider-Man or something on his, like, tombstone. But
Oh, that's what makes me sad.
Disney said nope.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's fucked.
There's no silly one that I counted. Oh yeah. Well, silly ones is a guy suing From Software, but he thinks that like they're hiding
An easy mode.
extra game in the disc.
Oh, like on disc DLC.
Yeah. Like he thinks that like there's secret routes like hidden in every game, just like new levels and stuff like that.
I doubt that.
I would love it if that was ended up being true for Armored Core, but like I don't think it was gonna be.
Jesus fuck! Bitch is getting faster. Which means she's close to death.
I do not remember her game this fast.
Do I still have to fight Risky after this?
I don't think so.
Oh my god.
But the only other like late game boss I'm remembering is the one in the next game.
Fuck, fuck, fuck.
The same one that makes Whiskey's outfit funny to me.
Yeah. God damn, bitch, how much health you got?
I think your answer is a lot.
So much help that I finished my dinner while this fight was happening.
Itchy head. Alright.
Ah, you too?
Fuck out! Come on!
My dinner.
There we go! Holy shit!
Yeah.
Worth. I get itchy head as well, but I assume it's from the dirty laundry.
Maybe. It's over, Risky. You fool!
I have the high ground.
You will destroy your superior half in exchange for this town full of simpletons? Then enjoy your victory. It's only temporary. The last laugh will be mine. Ha ha ha! Bye-bye.
Shantae, you've won!
Uncle, my magic.
Gone. You're human now. There. Everything's gonna be okay.
Uncle, what about my hair? I don't know.
I don't know why it chooses to obey. Perhaps it's not genie magic as I once suspected. Perhaps that part of you doesn't come from your mother. Your mother, I've let her and everyone else down all because of my foolishness.
It's not your fault, Uncle. The danger was always out there. I was the one who rushed in unprepared. Anyway, let's get out of here. The others will want to know you're safe. Fade to black.
It could have been smart for Uncle to say, like, what the lamp did, but, like, at the same time...
Do we know who
I feel like he...
Shantae's father is?
No.
Nope. We never find out.
But it's her human
To my
half.
knowledge, the only thing that we know from both her parents is that her mother was definitely the genie.
Yep. So all
But
along, Risky had us thinking that the lamp was the weapon, when her real scheme was to get her grubby mitts on your magic. It took nerves of steel to do what you did. Destroying your magical half was pretty gutsy.
Bah, who needs magic? First thing tomorrow, we'll start training again. And this time I'll teach you some human moves.
Thanks, everyone, but still, I feel farther from my mother, from my true home than ever before. Deep down, I want to keep trying, but I'm useless without my magic.
Duh, nonsense. Miss Ginny, I'm ashamed of myself for having so fucking badly. It's clear you love this town, so you will defend it to the end. That's why I'd like you to return to Scuttletown Guardian. Will you take the
so
job?
next game.
You take me back even without my genie magic?
Duh, absolutely. I am going to have a talk with the Ammo Baron and get our town back to normal lickety-split.
You will? Yes, I'll do it. I'll protect this place with everything I got, but I won't do it alone anymore. We all love this place, and we'll defend it together as a team. And I promise that from now on, I won't be too proud to take help from others, especially you guys. Well, evil never rests. Risky Boots and her Tinkerbats are still out there.
And Roddy Tops and her brothers, too. Things will be different from now on.
Yeah, but as long as we stick together, evil doesn't stand a chance.
Swid.
I'm more like
Not
awkward.
Sante and Waddy Tops don't make up till next game.
Yeah, I remember now, yeah. That's the game. Ugh.
Which... I believe it's a speed game. This is the best Sante in the series. Personally, though, as games, I prefer Half Genie Hero.
Half Genie Hero and Pirates Revenge.
Pirates Curse.
Pirates Curse are like the two top tier games of the franchise.
Mm.
Ugh.
Though I
Not-
do hear Seven Sirens got better with the overhaul.
Yeah, it did. It's still kind of bare in the main scheme of things, but it's okay.
There's some ideas that I'm really curious about, but like we'll get to that. Whichever one of us gets to it first.
That being said, that's not our next game. Voice, Megan Glazer.
Huh?
Hmm?
Well, I've not seen a V in this game.
I don't know
I
what.
like that we're both just staring at the credits looking for that now.
Yeah. Nintendo Power. Oh god. That was really quick credits.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, it was very much a budget game.
Yeah.
It was a budget game, yeah.
It could be that Christina V went under a pseudonym.
Maybe.
It's 5 hours,
This-
55 minutes, and 40 seconds. Special items 34, 34.
Which means you super gain whiskey boots.
Oh. Yes!
There we go.
So we basically got a
We
new
got.
campaign.
No.
No.
No, it's just a.
Closest thing you have to a new campaign in this game is Magic Mode.
Yeah.
Which is your, you take less
Got
damage,
it.
but you can do more magic.
We got magic mode.
Huh? There we go.
Speaking of,
Yeah, that's the game. Now, as Shane stated
Well,
early,
we saw the Magic Mode. Oh,
oh yeah, as he stated earlier on, magic mode is just you take more damage, but you do more magic. Like so, it's basically high risk, high reward mode.
okay.
That being said,
you want to at least go off the outfit?
I could do that. Yeah. Where do we go? Just choose a new file or go to the same file?
Yeah, just go to a new file.
That's
There
magic
you
mode.
go. I'm not kidding when I say it's a middle bikini, but like, nice on the eyes, middle bikini.
It's nice. I swear she gets bigger boobies in this version. Yeah, I'm looking.
Might be them just being a little bit more.
Wow.
I'm looking side.
What's
Yes.
the word? Right?
What's up?
Hmm?
I had to take my headphones
Being
off
not
for 6
restricted
seconds.
by the bra. Is there a specific word for it?
Oh, they might be pushed up a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah. That's essentially a chainmail bikini there, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
Jesus
kidding when I
Christ.
call it a middle bikini.
Yeah, this is essentially.
Like,
Yeah.
They bring this
if
back.
you're good with your magic, you can do like devastating sit with it.
Mm.
But like, you are gonna be hurted if you get hit.
Yeah, they bring this back for the next game as like a cameo, but I think you can also unlock it as well.
I know it's also in Half Genie Hero.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say, Pirate's Curse. I was gonna say all four characters in that game actually have that kind of costume.
Yeah.
At least in the sprite work.
That being said, though, the next game is not going to be Pirate's Curse. I don't know what the next game will be. It'll probably be just something to play in the upcoming, just for a 2-day thing. Because I have a game planned for Friday next week that will go into October. But I don't know what I don't know what to play next. I'll
The
find.
iOS version of this game, the Magic Mode outfit is not a middle bikini, it's just a normal bikini. Like middle accessories.
Probably censorship if I had to guess.
I saw a tweet the other day that like said that is Shantae just Broly? And it just showed me a whole bunch of like Broly's outfit like design with and Shantae. It's just like, oh my god, it's just the same thing.
And no, I'm wrong, apparently it's not in Half Genie Hero.
Oh. Oh well. Yeah, but oh man, I was not expecting to finish in 2 hours.
Oh, and you can dick around in Magic Mode for a little bit.
I guess I could kind of show it off a bit if I want.
I
Yeah,
just gotta see how long you last.
yeah, all right. I'll show off magic.
Also, it mouse is on screen, I just noticed.
Is it? Oh, thanks.
Look, I'm... But, like, it does have original sprites as well.
All right, we can show off magic mode real quick.
I don't recall if it has original sprites doing these cutscenes, though.
Yes,
There
it
you go.
does.
Oh, it does!
Oh wow. One shot, one kill.
Did not know it applied to some, or did not remember that it applied to the hair as well. Like, just saw it off. Could you please get hit by something?
Hmm.
I would rather he not.
Well, we can't anyway. Just like saw how much damage you take.
Oh my god. Fuck.
I forgot how much detail they put into that skirt.
Look at them hips. Holy fuck. Those childbirthing hips right there. Holy shit.
Again, as I said,
Dante's
she is-
mother just floats in. Make me a grandmother.
I wanna be a grandma. They get so much into this. Like, even like when you jump, the skirt thing goes up.
They thought a massive, like, visual flare. Trying to find out if any of the other characters had. Okay, apparently if you're in the pajamas costume, when Sante swings around her pillow, there's a chance of Waddy Tops to come out.
Wait, where?
In Half GD Hero, I'm looking at like the general costumes.
Oh, okay.
I've not seen anything about Sky, Barlow, or Whiskey Boots having costumes, sadly.
Okay. As I said, I just mainly remember the those costumes from like looking up the sprite sheets for like Pirate's Curse.
Enough.
As for how, that was because well, Tank came across those.
Oh yeah, Pirate's Curse, Sky, Waddy Tops, and Whiskey all get their equivalent to this outfit.
Yep.
If that might be what you're thinking of.
Look at that fucking
Yes.
butt shade for Shantae down on the left. Like, god damn.
Just insert that cat got a cat emote that I have here.
Also, for Jet and Shane, yes. For that one bunk earlier. You're welcome.
To lead into what Class was talking about, in Seven Sirens, Sky's got a more armored look for some reason. Also, nice on the ice bikini, but it doesn't look like you can play as either one.
Hi. Again, I love Risky. She's a fun villain. They make her hot as fuck, but just so fucking playful. She's like, ah, look at me, I'm having fun.
No, She just knows she's the bad guy. She just loves every second
She's
of it.
evil and she loves it.
Like, it's not even in a cartoonist way, like what he told. It's just like she's not gonna be happy till all the wealth in the world is hers. And even then, I don't think she has like a point of all the wealth.
Look at her.
If she does get like all the treasure in the world, she's just gotta try to find some more.
Nothing can satisfy her greed.
Yeah. Oh, right, looking for the Sprite seats. In Half Genie Hero, Whiskey's got a costume based on her original appearance in the Game Boy Color game.
Oh, wow.
Which, if you want an idea for what that is, replace the purple with black, and replace the red with like a much brighter red. Also, apparently, if you use the skin based on Patricia Wagon, Whiskey will be dressed up as one of the hooligans. But that's just funny.
I think I've said it before, but sprites. I love how fluid these sprites are.
Oh yes.
Like, okay, when it comes to sprite work, I love 16-bit and I love 32-bit. I don't fucking like 8-bit. I think 8-bit is just too fucking basic.
I think I'm just sick of it.
Yeah, it's something that for a long period during the 2010 area, it was all over the fucking place and it was annoying as fuck because it was just like
Which is why I feel I'm sick of it.
It was one thing with fucking Shovel Knight in 8-bit, that was fine. But then you just kept seeing it. I'm just like, you fuckers can't do anything else, can you? All you can do is 8-bit gaming. And I know that some of you like that shit, but this is boring. And I'm sorry, but I want a bit of pizzazz when I'm playing video games, right? I want a bit of flair, stuff to make me go, ooh. Even if it's sprite work, at least make me go, yeah, this looks nice. But 8-bit just looks so fucking ugly.
I think with 8-bit, are you doing it to be a style, or are you doing it to like be cheap? Because like you see this easy.
I would say...
It's like with a lot of indie games, you're seeing it with style, just cause like I love indie games. People are doing it just for like the passion of it. Like you will find the ones that are doing it just cause like cheap or lazy if you look hard enough.
Anyway, what were you saying,
Yeah.
Crush?
I was going to basically point this out there. And this is going to be just in regards to what I've been looking at in terms of like gaming. Is like, here's the thing. Here's my take on this. Like, okay. I can see people getting away with 8-bit. You gotta make it look good. In other words, if I see that it looks ugly as sin, i.e., and yes, I'm going to diss on this game a bit. Because why? Well, Crash particularly does not like this particular Final Fantasy game. Final Fantasy 3. Oh, good lord. The art style. I don't know why they decided to go this route for the for FF3 Pixel Remaster, but it looks ugly as sin. I do not like the sprites.
Oh,
I think it looked terrible. And I've seen better stuff in fucking Final Fantasy All the Bravest in comparison.
Hey, all the
A
bravest
lot of
sprite work
FF fans
was
will
fine.
tell you that game is shit.
The 3D remake?
No, the Pixel remake.
Pixel remake,
Pixel
dude.
remasters.
I like the look of the 3D remake. I just think the problem with that is that with 3 is that it suffers from the fact that they make the jump system worse, and the Crystal Tower is still a pain in the ass. It wouldn't be until the Pixel remaster where they fix the entire thing to just be FF5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the downside, though. We get stuck with the kind of like touched up NES sprites,
Yeah.
which I don't like that. I really don't like the sprites.
I still think the worst... Like, okay, as someone who's played all the classic Mega Mans, can I just say I do not like the look of 9 and 10? Granted, I have my own problems with 9.
I don't blame you.
I don't know. I have my problems with 9 itself and being very shitty level design. At times to the point where it's like, this shit is... You have to be pixel perfect to make jumps in that game. And it's like, no, that's not how it was in the previous games. Why are you doing that to me now?
I will say this is another thing from what I noticed. What about that Splash Woman?
Fuck, that was the first... finally the first female Robot Master.
And the only one.
Yep. That's stupid. I don't
See,
think...
Chad, I remember there being a B1 later, and in fact it corrected me on that. But
We
like,
did almost get another one, though, in 10. We almost did.
Did we get any in the X series?
you know, Robot Masters, isn't there... Isn't that Leviathan person lady?
That's in the Zero series.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was something I was going to say about Final Fantasy III and I've forgotten about it.
Man.
Oh yeah. I wish it was a PSP treatment all round. Like, because the Pixel remasters are really strange visually.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny that, like, that's still the best version of Final Fantasy III.
It's still kind of for me. Like, I only own... Of all the Pixel Remaster games I have, I only own 5.
Which, fair enough.
Okay, so that's what happens when you get hit. You lose a full heart.
I will say this. God, I love the OST from 5 Pixel Remaster.
Oh, there was one more thing I want to say. I'll let you finish first.
But I'm gonna be honest. If there's one Pixel Remaster I'll never touch, it's 2's. Because you want to know the reason why?
2 has a better one in its fucking Vita in the PSP version.
There's that. And here's the other kicker.
Copycat.
The post game for 2 is kind of unique from in my opinion, because
Oh,
it's
wait, I
one
won't
of
have
few-
the heaven stuff.
Because 2's post game is one of very few Final Fantasy games that directly connects back to the main story, and it's basically the other scenario that explains what exactly happened.
That being said, though, I don't care for 2 that much anyway. I think 2 was a very experimental game that, did not need to really break away from tradition, honestly. Even though the tradition of the first game was already there, it didn't need to do what it did.
It's just, I kind of find it alright. I will still play 2 over a few other Final Fantasy games. 13, 9, 3.
Oh, disagree if you're even dying.
Oh, trust me. Crash is probably by far the most controversial hot take that has likely cost ends to friendships when it comes to that game.
Which I understand, but at the same time, 9 is just a better game.
Story only
As much
wise.
as I like the bit... Fair.
Gameplay wise? No. there are several problems with Nine's gameplay that
Trans
not-
system.
Trans system is one of them. Zidane Steel formula. Especially with the fact that it's important for his moveset. It powers up his moveset every time you steal an item.
Successfully
Because-
steal, I should point out.
Yes. Here's the thing. His steal formula, and some people
Buddy,
in the
no.
FF Wiki chat actually did some research into this. It is tied for worst in Final Fantasy history with Locke.
But
Yes.
that's so crazy that, like, the dedicated thieves are also the worst
That's
thieves.
Treasure Hunter!
Fair.
That's treasure hunter to you.
Only my friends
Like,
call
what
me a
other dedicated
thief.
thieves do we have in this series?
Let's see. Let's go down the list, shall we?
Does Riku count?
Please do, because you'll know it.
Yes. Riku does count. So,
We're just
Edge
three
is not a
treasure
thief,
fanatics.
He's a ninja. Yeah, I was gonna say, Edge is not a thief, he's a ninja.
Mm-hmm.
Ferris is a pirate.
Shadow.
Shadow is an assassin. Locke is considered a treasure hunter, but let's be honest, he's a fucking thief.
That's Treasure Hunter! So says I, the thief! I mean, Treasure Hunter! Dickhead.
Yuffie's a ninja, but she also double classes as thief.
Yep.
Canonically.
Technically, any of your characters in FF7 can be a thief.
Exactly.
Yuffie is the
That's-
one built to it, and also, like, in lore is the one that steals material.
Who's the one in
First
8?
class says he is ninja.
Is it Selfie?
one.
I think there is one in 8.
Actually, no, you can make anyone a thief in 8 as well.
Yeah. That's why, as I said, technically no one canonically.
Again,
but
if
in
you're-
terms of moveset wise, you can actually make someone a thief.
I think Johnny said it perfectly when he did his FF8 video. You can make that game break any way you want as long as you have the card system. Once you understand how to use the cards, you're going to win that game no matter what.
Yep. Essentially.
If I play it again at some point, I will go all cards out, and I will do a whole bunch of, like, you know, things to
You
make
gonna
it the
bring
game.
Kai in for that one?
Eventually, I want to play it on stream just so that I have somebody to encourage me not to get lost in the card game.
Yeah. Teach me how to
Yeah.
play correctly.
I
Now,
don't think I've physically seen anything past the first disc because of that.
I have gotten all the way up to the end of third disc at my furthest, but I fucked up so bad. So I'm gonna be essentially doing the card quest line as intended. Will I be getting the cards to break down for weapons? Maybe yes, but I'm going to be very careful about how I go about it, so I don't end up being too busted. And as for trying to turn down the encounter rate, I think the worst I'll do is probably just half encounter. Because I don't want, if there's one thing that will bore me to death, no encounters tends to bore me to death. I want a challenge.
puppy!
Then again, when it comes to Final Fantasy in general, I have a bad tendency to go into challenge runs on my first playthrough. Like, for example, FF5, there's a way,
To be fair, 5 is really built for that.
oh
Well
yeah,
built for that.
you can
Like, the
kind
fact
of
that the
see
four
why
job
it's,
Fiesta exists is tribute to that.
you can kind of see why that game is my favorite in the series for this case. It's
Like, the
just,
Fiesta heads will be about 4 berserkers, but like, it is possible to clear the game with that.
it is
It's
very
not a
possible.
good way to clear the game with that, but
It's
you
not a
can
good
do it.
way, but you can do it. Nobody said you can't do it. That's the thing. I have seen Berserkers, which, oh my god, that's busted. That's a busted, setup. I will say this though, however. So the way I do my challenge run for 5 is very specific. Like I said, I do eventually want to try a 4-job fiesta just to see how it is.
If you ever
And
get
just
it
see if I
straight,
can
I
do
think
it.
you should do it there.
Yeah. I will say this, however. My traditional way of playing through the game is this. So I tend to do interesting challenge runs where, okay, so one character gets the tanking jobs. Basically, they're supposed to be the ones to take the most damage, get smacked in the face a lot, right? Here's the thing. They only get those jobs. They do not get... Nobody else grabs those jobs. At all. Another person would probably get all the physical, offensive jobs. Only they would get those specific jobs. And even then, I split it in half with the tank. So that way the tank can do damage. Barring, like, maybe 1 or 2 exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2 characters, one will get the majority of the magic, offensive magic jobs. The other will get most of the support job roles. Again, this is basically, they split those 2 jobs between each other. The only jobs that, in the GBA version at the very least, that will not count against you, that won't be used against you, are going to be Berserker, Red Mage, Gladiator, and Oracle. Rather, you can split the Gladiator and Oracle between the tank and your physical fighter, but the magic characters, they can split Oracle and Red Mage up they can both take Oracle and Red Mage just fine. And you won't be missing out on too much because of how late Necromancer comes into the job class system. Here's the kicker. I can do a challenge run where I would have to forcibly pick one to have red magic, the other would get Oracle. Here's the thing. That kind of means nobody else gets that job whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
The only true exception is Mime. And that's because of how Mime works. Their only equipment that they're allowed to use is they can use just about anything. The only thing is their weapon of choice tends to be the magic leaning weapons. So you'll want your casters to actually be mimes rather than freelancers. As a result, at times. But you can go with 4 freelancers if you've got enough jobs mastered. It's just mimes just for more abilities, of course. And the other run I like to slap on challenge, I like to slap on top of that already is, and because of the 2 weapons in 5 being charged up or charged down based on how many times you run away in the game, here's the thing.
Was I feel the Blade gets so hurt by that.
It does. But if you actually do push yourself to go through the whole game without running away once, trust and believe me when I say this, it is so fucking rewarding.
I bet.
And I kind of
I
go
know
for
I
it.
tried it as a kid, but I got bored and just gave up.
I'll say this. As a result, you want to know the stupid reason why I do that? That kind of run, both of those kind of runs anyway? The first with the limiting on the who gets what for job classes is simply because, and I'm going to say this straight up, I'm a person who likes a challenge at times. Here's the thing. However, I'm the person who likes a reasonable challenge. To me, that feels reasonable enough to try. However, with the Brave Blade, why I tried to not run away at all. And Shane, you would have noticed this actually if you since you know of the Dissidia games.
Yes.
That is Bart's canonical weapon. That is actually the name of the canonical weapon. He has.
It's the sword he switches to the EX mode, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh no, EX mode is him just mastering his classes.
Yep. Yeah, he brings out that sword for the final attack, at least in the first 2 games. In NT, though, that is part of his main weapons moveset. As far as I can tell you.
Ow.
So.
Well, in the city, he just gets everyone's fucking weapon.
Yes. NT, though, if you have his 4th weapon set, yes. He does repeat that same feat again. So it's just like, I kind of feel like, in my opinion, I'm kind of doing the game justice, at least for that character, by actually going for his canonical weapon. As for FF10?
How do I kill the puppy?
Why would you kill the
You
puppy?
can kill the puppy?
It's an achievement.
Oh, right, you can kill the puppy. Good question.
Look it up for me.
Sante, kill puppy. Why didn't Sante just kill Whiskey? After returning Wobble Bow, Sante can hear with the dog, which will drop 100 gems for... Oh, I remember this now.
That
Let
is
us attack the
fucked.
dog.
But yeah, I will say this. As for FF10, no. There are some challenge runs I might do. No Sphere Grid, not one of them. Oh no.
If you don't do the sphere grid, you don't deserve life.
Like, that's not gonna stop some people from trying, but... Look, y'all, I might be crazy, but I am not that crazy.
I don't understand
okay?
people who can't fucking play the game normally, who can only get off by being a masochist.
Not
Element of,
necessarily
like,
masochism.
can I?
Can I get away with it is the thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone actually did manage to do one of the most difficult challenge runs of FF10. Actually got recorded proof that yes, they actually did do it. Because, let's just say this right now. The type of speed run the type of run I'm talking about here is one of those runs that is shrouded. It is like almost borderline. How do I put this? It was borderline urban legend.
Mhm.
And then some time ago, someone actually uploaded the video of them going through that game, getting to the final losable battle in 10, and actually beating the boss.
And during our EDF stream has mentioned that, like, there's a guy doing 200 armor ones at that game. Which, like, in theory, you can do it. Armor is
Yes.
just, like, hit points. It's just, like, it
Why?
must take a lot of skill.
Yes. It's a lot of fucking skill to get away with that kind of stuff.
I mean, if you can do it, more power to you.
I don't want to do
I know I'm
it.
not good enough for it.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't do stressful shit. Does the remaster FF9 redeem it in any ways for Crash?
No.
Guess not.
It's just, again, there's just a lot of problems on the gameplay side of things. I refuse to touch that game with a 10-foot pole.
Maybe with an 11, but not a 10 one.
Like, let me tell you right now, you'll likely see me play FF11 more so than FF9.
I don't want to touch FF11.
Yeah.
I've got
That
14.
should
I'm
tell
good.
you something. Hell, you'll probably likely see me play 13 more than
13's at least playable.
I tried. Okay, I really tried with 13 and 13.2's battle system. I just can't gel with it.
I hear 13.2 is a good one.
Yeah.
Like, I may try again, but chances are, how long would it be before I go utterly insane?
If I work for RPGs, so when I get to 13 Saw,
Puppy denied!
okay, but like, I haven't even gotten the first Final Fantasy on my channel yet, so
Yeah.
it's easily gonna be years and years away. But like,
I
I would
just-
not say no to having a gameplay me of Obura. Yeah, you know why am I even bothering? I would like a gameplay me of Fang. Cause like her and Saz were the best characters in those games.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I think about 11 every once in a while. Like, I may hate MMOs, but like, I'm curious about that.
I know.
It's interesting, to say the least, in terms of its own story. What little I could actually find on the FF Wiki. But
Yeah, it feels called MMO. Not many people like pay attention to it as much as say 5, 6, and 7.
Oh!
That was a noise.
even though 5 isn't exactly that
I killed the
popular,
dog!
it's still to this day.
As an aside, apparently next game the dog appears in the same area you find Woody Tops.
That poor dog.
Please still be alive if I got back
So
in.
apparently the writer of
Oh
the
God, it's
game
dead!
It starts a
I killed the dog! Huh.
Good job. Good
Yes.
job, Jed. You've just committed murder.
I can't believe Jen is a murderer.
Well then.
I know.
Murder.
For shame. For shame. For shame.
And I'm over it. Okay. Moving on.
Well, that was very quick.
I swallowed it all. I didn't want to deal with it anymore. Stress. Gotta get rid of that.
But yeah, I think with as I said recently, I did get into like good discussion with some people about in FF Wiki about FF9, about hey, there's a queer thing that people don't like to point out. It's a good story, but it's got the gameplay decisions are bad.
Some of the ideas, like, I will first say that the trans system, it is a lot more involved than, like, the FF7.
Thanks,
limit
Bit.
breaks. There you go,
Yeah.
Jet. Now you can't escape your crimes.
Well, I'm gonna wear it with a badge of
But, like-
honor.
The power of the trans system is worth it. It's just like, the trans system never goes off where you want it to.
Yeah, and it's really dumb. It's really.
I also do not like all the missables in FF9, but like, given how big
Oh,
of a
for
game it is, I
completionist
can
sake,
understand
it's
that.
also a nightmare.
Yes.
From what I've heard, it is a nightmare.
There is a side quest you unlock by going about halfway into the final dungeon and just leaving. It was not found for like 20 years. Because why would you leave halfway into the
In the
final
West.
dungeon?
Yeah, I was gonna say in the West. This
Oh,
was
is it
in.
only in the
Yep.
West?
Yep. Japan knew about it all along.
That's even more annoying.
Oh wait. Oh god. Oh god. It gets worse. It got worse the more layers I had to unpeel. Okay, so Tetramaster's another thing I'm going to bring up. The Triple Triad's less superior cousin.
Yes.
So
I don't
there's a
mind
whole-
Tetramaster, but like, Triple Triad is just better. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Yep. So here's the here's the thing, and I'm sorry to the people who are watching that like FF9. Please assuredly speaking, there's a reason why I'm so critical about the game, is because it's just not a lot of the issues with the game are actually talked about. So, unfortunately, here comes Crash to rip the fucking band-aid off.
You can mostly skip Tetramaster if you don't want to do it.
That's true.
I think there's a point in the game you have to actually do Tetramaster. Much
I
like
think there's
Blitzball in
two,
FF10. Yeah.
When it gets introduced and a side quest later on.
The side quest later on, but it's like once you start it, you are locked in that town. Essentially. So, until you beat it. And if you don't beat it, here's the thing. I haven't found I might have to look into this for a little more information about this. It may be a side quest. I think it was, from what I remember, part of the main story. You actually had to do it. Much like with Blitzball.
Part of
and
the main
FF10.
story, but it's been at least half a decade.
Yeah, because I'm not sure what happened, because I'd have to look up more information, because I'm worried that if somehow you end up actually triggering the conditions to lose, that's kind of like, and if you don't have a good failsafe for it, that's kind of grounds for a dead game, and that's not a good thing.
Which I always agree on that one.
Yeah, as I said, I'd have to look up more information about that particular quest in question.
I just say Shanta's got some fucking very strong feet to be able to walk around in this bikini with no shoes on.
Yeah. I'd say
And like, granted, I'm not a girl, so I don't know like what the weight feels like, but I assume a metal bikini must be heavy.
And that shit must be chafing.
Yeah, it would hurt. It would hurt like hell. Let's be honest.
I don't know how long I'm gonna go with the magic mode.
Go for as long as you want.
Yeah, might as well fill up like a few hours.
Like, at
yeah.
most, I bugger off and go work on my pre-recorded stuff.
But yeah, it's just, I think another big point I did bring up, the final boss. Now, here's another thing. It has been a while since I've last seen any footage of FF9. And I'm not entirely 100% sure about this. But from what I have heard some people say, that final boss, if you miss some information in the game, that boss just comes out of fucking nowhere.
Yes.
Like, even more out of nowhere than freaking Sonic Adventure 2's BioWizard. Yes, I have heard this comparison.
Everyone bitches about that thing.
it's not a good
I
comparison.
forget if you have to encounter it, but there is a SOP guy about halfway through the final dungeon. He will mention the actual final boss, because he was also supposed to be the final boss. Like, that's the only foreshadowing you really get about it, from what I remember.
It is completely optional. You will miss it most likely if you don't pay attention.
Also,
So-
one thing in the wiki, minor correction, we do get what's heavily implied to be Sante's father.
Who's the?
You don't get much about him, but, like, you do see him.
Oh. Because if they're
The
gonna,
next game, you encounter a warrior with no memories in the land of the dead.
because it's like,
It's implied that that's Sante's father.
if you're gonna fucking mention like her half human part as a point of, you know, thing in general to the story, then you might as well fucking delve into what that is.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, it's just. Oof.
Oh, to double back, was the SOP called Necrom, or was the final boss called Necrom?
Final boss is called Necron.
What the SOP called? SOP guy called?
I don't remember. Wait. As I said, I only watched 2 playthroughs in my entire lifetime. Never again.
Well, you've only watched 2 playthroughs.
Yeah? You'd be surprised at how much information I actually retained from that.
Surprised you actually haven't played the game itself.
That's what I was just
I
about to
almost
ask.
did. If you could, but the first disc was missing.
Hades.
And because
That's
of
his
my
name.
yeah, and because of my and I'll just say this straight up, because of the what. And because of what would become of my opinions later on, it's safe to say I dodged a bullet.
Give Night a try yourself, in my opinion.
I know.
I think you
I
should
don't
just
think-
sit and play it, at very least.
I-
Just play it once and then just say I've played it and my opinions are either have been changed or they remain cemented.
Yeah.
I think that's all you should.
I think for me, it's just certain things about the gameplay just bother me too much to play. And
I'll-
that's a problem.
I'll play it on stream one of these days.
Aim.
You will not see me there.
That's fine.
Like, I talk about, like, playing the games in order, but, like, Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 9, 6, Dragon Quest 3. Actually, no, that was a matter of time. But that is the next Dragon Quest on the list. The Dragon Quest 8. There were some RPGs was like, if I'm in the mood, I'll just play them. Or if I'm in the mood with, like, a free project.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I think what really didn't help ultimately at the end of the day, Ryan from Brain Scratch.
Yeah, that would do it.
To be fair, that's Ryan.
Yeah. He really did not help my opinion on that game.
Ryan also suffers from the fact of he's a very critical, cynical bastard. A lot of the time, when it comes to anything, it's why I can't watch movie reviews and he's been part of it, because he'll just be like, they only did this for money. Like, you could tell, and I'm just like, no fucking shit, jackass! This is a movie to make money and to promote the series and shit like that. What don't you understand about that?
I think Ryan's just a guy that needs a hug as well. Cause like, from what I understand, it's a lot better nowadays, but like, there used to be a time where like, his Twitter feed was like, I feel a little bit mean about saying this, but like, incel shit.
That's not
Like, I
good.
know in Thomas snapped at him many times with like, how he talks about like, his relationships with women. How he'll never get a date.
God, I remember that in the early days. Like, he... Do
Yep.
you remember that? I remember there was one thing about him where he would, on the playthroughs, just like... I was like, oh, if we ever get a female streamer, a female commentator, I was like, yeah, and she has to be this amount old, this thing, and she also has to live near me. I was like, what the fuck?
Yes.
Like, at the time, that's a joke, but nowadays,
No.
dude, that's like, what the
Yes.
fuck?
What the fuck? No. Ew. Ew. Ew.
And even, like,
Ew.
Ted was like, why does she go to live near you?
Ew. Ugh.
Fucking weirdo. Jesus Christ. It's
Yeah,
just some shit
wanna
you
know
don't
what
do.
actually started that fucking
Well,
hatred
when it
thing?
was like clear joke, fine. Because like
Yeah.
I've made many jokes. Oh hell, look at your last playthrough. How many times did I hit on Vert?
That's true.
It's like there's a difference between
Mind you, this was, yeah, and it was a joke
it is
back
a
then,
joke,
like,
and then,
like
like
10 years ago.
you look at his Twitter where like he would say comments like that so much that like it became like actual problem.
Yeah, that's when it starts becoming a, this is not a joke anymore, dude, you need some help.
Yes. Ugh. Ew.
Like, it's again,
Ew.
jokes are one thing, but taking it to an extreme like that is like, dude, seek help, please. That's not normal.
Incidents
Yeah.
in a couple years now, so maybe he did get better.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I don't know.
I mean,
I
I
don't know.
never
That-
cared for Ryan, honestly. He just pissed me off too much as a cynical bastard.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, he pissed me off way too damn much.
The same problem I had with Ted, where he would just keep fucking saying, oh, my opinion's all that matters. I only care about my opinion. And I'm like, fuck off, alright, dude? Seriously, I don't like your opinion, and I don't like your take on a lot of games. Yet you keep going out with all that shit. It's like, shut the fuck up, Ted. Seriously.
I think there is a place for like the more negative voice, cause like this spear does have a toxic positivity problem, but like there is limits.
And I don't really care that much for Lewis either, because Lewis is just either... Lewis
By
is...
himself, he's okay.
Lewis
Yeah.
is too hard-headed, I feel.
I'm gonna say this right now. By himself, he's okay. From how many parts I actually did watch of his Baldur's Gate playthrough, which was a significant amount. I didn't completely watch to the end because I still kind of want to play the game on my own. But
Get to it eventually.
yeah, from what I've watched of it, as I said, by himself, he's fine.
Yeah, surprisingly, when he's talking about stuff he actually gives a fuck about, he's not that
I was
bad.
just about to bring that up, thank you.
But when he's
Yeah.
when something that he doesn't understand, he'll be too hard-headed, or he'll just, or sometimes he just constantly just has to get his word out to the point where it's like he doesn't care about others' opinions, and he won't let someone else finish talking because granted, sometimes he'll be the mediator a lot of the time, but a lot of the times it's just like he just has to say shit just to say shit, and it's like, dude, stop.
I'm wondering if it's because other people got on him about it, about not saying anything. I'm wondering if that had
To this
if-
day,
So I do know that used to be a complaint.
Yeah,
to-
that used to be a complaint. I remember that. So that's probably why it went that way, Jet.
or he has, with having no information to his, like, to understand what's going on, he goes in super blind to the point where he'll just assume shit, and he won't ask questions, he'll just assume, and that's like, dude, no. Don't do that. Don't assume. Ask. Ask the questions so that you can get conversations going for the commentator group. So you have discussions to talk about. Don't just assume. Because no one wants to hear that. Assuming doesn't do anything.
I do worry about that. I do worry about that sometimes with games like Raincoat, but I think I did well enough there.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Because I also was questioning a lot of stuff because I hadn't played the game either. But we got our
And there's
answers.
one mode where it's like, I wish I wasn't questioning something.
But we got our answers.
Which I'm not gonna say, because spoilers.
But you know, again, it's one of the reasons why I think the only person in that group that I care a fuck about is Johnny, because Johnny has very non-biased opinions in what he'll say. He talks about what he likes, but he'll also ask questions about stuff, and he'll actually give his opinion on shit, but also state that even if he doesn't like something, he'll also state, hey, I could see other people liking this too. Johnny
He'll be
is
biased, but he'll be upfront about that biasness.
Johnny
which
is
fair
the
enough.
only person in that group that I give a fuck about because I like him. He has a good energy to him that makes me appreciate him and want to know more. and listen to him.
Yeah, yeah. Jay, you know the reason why. Either way, you kind of know the origin of why I don't like FF9. Is part of it is gameplay, part of
It is
is
Beatrix.
Ryan. Oh yeah. At least the localization on that one.
Yeah.
Especially.
I don't know if they ever
Oh,
fixed
good
that
Lord.
in the remaster.
I think they did, but it was either they did or they didn't. I don't know information on that. And again, yeah, no.
I still laugh
Like,
at it
Kai
off
and
the,
I have gotten into
off
discussions
the
on
poll
that.
every once in a while.
Fucking goddamn.
I laugh.
That was the funniest thing.
No, I still laugh at the in the FF9 playthrough when
think that-
Kuja showed up in the Brain Scratch one, and Ryan edited in fucking Queen's we will rock you. Fucking
Because
stupid.
I'm so sad YouTubers can't really make jokes like that anymore.
Yeah. It used to be fun to put like music edits in and shit. Now it's just like, oh, if you do that, better be 5 seconds.
Now it's rip your monetization.
Yeah. I think it's either 20.
In some cases, rip the video.
I think it's either 25 or 5 seconds. One of the two. But you can't go over a certain point.
It's supposed to be 10, but like, it's not 10.
Yeah, it's just ugh.
I mean, hell, the Lord of the Rings stream I did over the weekend. At one point, that did get flagged for 10 seconds, literally.
What, just because of the music?
Yes.
Yep.
Jesus.
With I think next Lord of the Rings stream, we're gonna turn down the music, see if that makes editing out easier.
It might. Or it might not.
But it is just either
Cause
way.
like, what if there was the Twin Towers theme, and that's gonna be a problem? If that's gonna remove the videos, but like at the same time, Lord of the Rings has got such good music. Like, if it becomes too much of a problem, I will turn it off, but it's like, I don't want to turn it off. And like,
Oh shit. Didn't focus.
there's more Lord of the Rings games that I want to play on the channel. I want to play the old movie licensed ones.
What's the one with the Nemesis system in it?
The more recent Shadow of Mordor games, I want to say.
I fucking hate the shit surrounding that. WB, you do not deserve to patent fucking gameplay elements that could be very beneficial going forward.
And it never use those patterns
You
again.
fucking assholes.
But I feel that's the part that annoys me more than the actual pattern. At least use the theme you patterned it. I mean, hell, a Batman game would be amazing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like getting like unique books that show up every once in a while.
Oh, crap.
You're like, fuck, what was that guy called? Sid the Squid? The guy who killed Batman? Like, just get your own version of that. Yeah, it was Sid the Squid.
Oh, I died.
God damn it, Shane. Why'd you have to remind me of that?
What?
That fucking poll. Why'd you have to remind
Oh.
me? I hate that.
That's part of why it's so funny. You got a perfect pull, but on a character you despise.
The sad part is, I'm just gonna
It
give
happened
context.
twice.
Yes. And this was for Dissidia Opera Omnia back when it was the game was still running.
I
And
missed
this was
that.
during
I
an
wish they
early
did an
era of the
offline version.
game. And here's what made it even just more so just. So here's the thing. Shane here gaslit the fuck out of me with that fucking global event.
Intentionally did it.
You intentionally did it. Because you knew I was looking for a scrap. You knew
I believe at the time Beatrix was meta. She was also exclusive to the Ian server at the time. I also recall it being a different character in the poll. Who was more your thing. But I might be thinking of the second time it happened.
Oh man. That's the stupidest part about this was. Okay. I do the event. And not even once what Shane had told me in Discord chat was correct. Which meant Shane gaslit the fuck out of me. And I'm kind of annoyed. I try to pull for Terra. And then that infamous pull happens. Which Shane is laughing his ass off at me for it. Because he can't believe the fucking luck I had. But unfortunately, it was a character I hated. Oh, so much.
Like, I appreciate it up the order for it, but like, it also frustrated me. Meta in that game moved fast.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
They
it
keep
did.
updating it. Granted, I'm glad that every character stayed relevant, or most
Yes.
most of them
Most characters,
would,
Most of them.
95% of the roster actually stayed relevant.
because they kept
in their
updating
I
them to
don't
be
think
better.
Malphia ever became powerful again after Lords, but like, he was an outlier there.
I think what's his face?
Guy was the only one that was like dead on arrival, from what I've heard. Guy was dead on
Yeah, that sounds
arrival.
right.
14 characters and tactics characters did not get a whole lot of updates, so they often were the ones that fell the most behind. As a result of that, so that should kind of tell you something right there. The second time this motherfucking luck kicked in was for, I think it was when X-Death joined Global.
Yes, I remember being XDeath.
Shane Shenanigans?
Saint
Never.
Shenanigans never. I know, right? I'm a good little boy.
Bullshit. I call horse shit on that one, Shane. Horse
When
shit.
have I ever done anything silly or pervy? Hard cut to the start of the stream.
Hold on 1 second. Jet, I'm very sorry for this. That was towards Shay.
This is an achievement to kill 50 of these bastards, or any enemies with lightning.
Yeah, I was about to say any enemy.
Never really used
But like,
the
to
lightning.
continue the Omna tangent a little bit, I remember reading the 14 characters were to prevent spoilers. I don't know how true that ever was.
Oh yeah, it was about as true as you could get.
Oh boy.
Because
I know there was a incident where one character got a major spoiler just revealed in Omna.
yes, actually.
Let's try to keep as vague about that as possible, though, given 14 spoilers.
Oh yeah. I will try to do my best. However, as I said, because of Dissidia's tendency when it comes to spoilers on certain things, you're gonna have to take some of these with a grain of salt. And because of the free trial now including Stormblood, which I'm gonna be honest on this one, it makes a lot of sense why I'm going to be a little bit more open about spoilers, but to an extent. I'm not going to be open about post-game Stormblood, though. So, because Dissidia NT having Xenos, and Opera Omnia having Lise, which was 2 separate instances of this happening, which makes me beg the question: how much were the Dissidia developers allowed to partake in? Because for the sounds of it, it was up to the end of base Stormblood. That's my guess on that one.
I can understand them not
So-
wanting to spoil too much in case people wanting to play the game, but I think
Yes.
once there's enough years have gone past for specific expansions, you can basically do that. You should be allowed to do that.
And nobody cares in regards to like the older games because like you've had plenty of time to get to them in most cases.
Yeah, it's like
Yep.
if you
Like
haven't,
the iconic one is Aerith Died. It's like, well,
everyone
that
spoiled
game
that.
is what, 25 years old, 30.
Yeah. And we're talking with context to the original 7, by the way, so...
Yes.
Not Rebirth and
Oh,
Remake. Do
no.
not spoil that because those are completely separate. Because they're new
Those
timelines.
are their own can of worms. Why did that not go off? Thank you.
And like, you go back 30 years, the World of Ruin would probably have been a spoiler, but like, because that game is older than most of the people watching this video
Yeah.
or this VOD,
Probably, yeah.
nobody really cares.
I will just straight up say this. FF6 is quite literally about as old as me. So just keep that in mind.
I think
on that one.
anything older than FF.
Wait, isn't FF6 older than me? But aren't you younger than me?
I'm 30.
Hey, Aerith dies?
I thought you were
I know,
younger.
right? What the fuck?
I would say in regards to any Final Fantasy game, I would say before any
I think
game
before 10.
After 10.
Anything before
Is
10
like-
is fine. Anything after that is more gray.
Yeah, it's like your mileage may vary, especially in the cases of 11 and 14. Because of...
I feel
because of
12 is
what-
becoming fair game.
Yeah, it's 20 years old at this point, or close to.
It's getting close to 20 years, so it is starting to become a bit more
Wait,
fair
over
game.
20 years old at this point, isn't it?
Yeah,
Um,
oh, close.
FF12 came out in 2006 originally.
Oh, yep. 60 for March 2006.
So yeah,
so
it's
almost 20 years
20,
old.
nearly 20, yeah.
So yeah, but as I said, just keep in mind with anything, for those who are probably going to want to jump into Final Fantasy as blind as possible. If you're watching this stream, unfortunately, I hate to tell you this, you went to the wrong stream for that one.
Yeah.
You definitely
It
went to
brought
the wrong
like
stream for
major.
that one.
Well, nothing was not brought major spoilers for like the newest stuff at least.
Also, don't spoil Strangers of Paradise, I think. That's because even though that's
Yeah,
FF1,
I'm still going through that game myself. So.
even though that's FF1, it's still a brand new story.
It's still a brand new story. Thankfully, I'm not looking in the chat, so...
It's not dropping spoilers.
Yeah...
All he's done is make a joke on Aerith dying,
Which is
we
everywhere.
were commenting.
It's
That one is everywhere.
the meme.
How the hell one friend of my boyfriend's did not discover the spoiler is beyond me.
The meme comes from the
Like,
fact
that's-
that
You remember the ACC?
the meme comes from the fact that everyone fucking like spoiled that shit when it first happened, because no one could keep their fucking mouth shut.
Yep.
The weirdest thing for me is when I talk about Suicide Squad and people react to the subtitle of that game. It's like, it is literally the subtitle.
Yeah,
What do you think's gonna happen in that game?
except I don't think it actually does, or if it does, it. Yeah, I think the only one you actually kill off is, well, unfortunately
You kill off Green Lantern, Superman, and Batman.
yeah.
Superman kills Wonder Woman, and Brainiac kills Flash.
So yeah, they all die at the end.
However, and I'll fully spoil this, because, like, why do you care about Suicide Squad?
I don't. I really don't.
In the latest DLC, the squad do save Flash, who is back to being alive. And the squad then put Flash into a jar with his logo in the back. in the background, you can see a jar with the Batman logo, a jar containing the Wonder Woman logo, and I believe a jar containing the Superman logo. Is heavily implied that, like, if Suicide Squad ever gets a season 2, that's gonna be the DLC, but, like...
Yeah, from what's implied is that the game itself is meant to be, like, the things you're fighting in the Justice League are clones.
Yeah.
And the real bodies are on Brainiac's ship. Which
I feel conflicted on, because at one point, on one hand, it means that, like, the last thing Kevin Conroy did is not him getting salt.
No, the last thing he did was in Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3.
Yeah, that too. On the other hand, though, it's such a cop-out
Yeah.
for something that, like, is probably not gonna end up happening. But, like, why was Suicide Squad getting season 2?
It should.
Sorry, year 2.
Is it even getting that, or is it getting shut down?
It's not doing well, so, like, they're probably gonna finish off the DLC already in production and then just sunset the game.
Take whatever money they can get left from it.
Yeah. But what I understand, the remaining characters is Deadshot's daughter and Slade. / Deathstroke. I see people coming back a little bit for Deathstroke, but, like, I don't see anybody coming back for the daughter.
No.
But it's actually not unheard of to encounter Deadshot fans that don't like the daughter, just cause, like, how much he eclipses his character.
How much? I remember people coming back for the fucking Nora Mrs. Freeze shit, which pissed so many people off. Because it's like, why is Mr. Freeze now a woman, or why is it Nora? Like, you know, it just, yeah.
You do realize that it's like, and then you realize the fact of, wait a minute, didn't Mr. Freeze have a wife with a similar sounding name? And I'm like,
yes.
We're basically playing as the wife.
Yep.
The annoying thing is, no, we're not.
No, we're just playing gender bent.
Mr. Freeze is a woman.
We're just playing gender bent Freeze.
But, like, if I ever play the game myself, it's gonna take a lot for me not to get the skin winner just dressed up in gay pride flags, get the emo winner waving a gay pride flag, and just see what's the worst place I can do that emote in.
Shane comes in looking like fucking rizzed up fucking Elton John.
Yes.
The gayest thing on earth.
That playthrough is gonna be get me cancelled just for that bit alone.
And the best thing is, though, Shane could do it because he's bi.
Say you're right, yeah.
That's true.
So if they have a problem with it, they have a problem with bi people.
There's gotta
the
be a
funniest
limit
part
to
is,
that, though, but at the same time, we are talking about Twitter freaks.
Yep.
And the funniest part is, I know several bi people.
Same. I think I've gone on record saying that I am straight, but I will admit when I see a decent looking dude, because it's like, holy shit.
I thought you were bi too.
Yeah.
I might have made the assumption as well, dude.
Oh,
I'm
thanks.
sorry.
Thanks for that. I think it's just because I believe men don't get enough compliments.
Not wrong there, to be honest.
I'm just imagining Arnold Schwarzenegger in a dress as
You're
Mr.
not
Freeze.
wrong,
You
that's the
say
worst
that?
part.
I've seen fucking this fucking recent channel that puts Arnold Schwarzenegger into different characters in different films. He did one for fucking Wizard of Oz as Arnold Schwarzenegger as Dorothy. It was
my God.
beautiful. It is amazing what you could get away with Schwarzenegger in different roles. Oh, God. Straight is a spectrum. You're not wrong.
There's a joke to be made here, but
No.
oh, I would get in so much trouble for it.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of
I'll
autism?
tell. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why after.
And I just posted the skit I was talking about in your chat, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Like, if I could get a screenshot of, like, that skin doing the flag emote with Superman just en route to punch her, that'd be so great.
I want to do that with Fortnite dancing as well.
Fucked up, but great.
Oh yeah, Terminator was something I never thought I needed. Make the joke, Crash, says Spit. Do it!
Nah, I'm too much. I'm too lazy. And it's almost 5 in the morning, so.
You are a lot nicer than me.
It's not even hitting it, is it?
Like, I try to be polite with my assholey, but I'll gladly kick the beehive if I need to.
I'm just like, nah. I just know better.
Go a little bit longer before we stop, because I only just wanted to show off this mode a bit. I think I've done a decent job showing it off. In terms of what we'll do for Friday, I'll look through my games. Maybe it'll be something just random. Something that we could do for a good 2 days before we get to the actual playthrough on Friday of the next game.
But me, it's gotta be EDF, Waker, Skyrim for a while.
Oh yeah. That's right. I need
Till
to-
the end of September.
Crash maintains her balancer role in the group.
Yep.
I don't think
Relax.
lazy is balancing, but okay.
I was talking to a friend the other day, and like, I'm half tempted to swap Resident Evil out for Kill It With Fire. Because, like, haha, arachnophobic, and also, like, I know I can do that in about 3 weeks. But Resident Evil, in theory I could, but, like, in practice, no. Like, I do want to clear Resident Evil eventually, but it's like... I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to that playthrough.
Need a key.
There you go. There you go, Shane. I just DM'd you. Don't read it out loud.
Oh, there it is. I'll just beat Squid Baron with the lightning and I'll call it.
Why do I keep thinking back to that fucking second time that fucking piece of crap luck happened to me? I had to just in order to try to pull something from Gilgamesh, I had to pull something for Exdeath. Fucking hell. The worst part is I got jinxed by Kai of all people.
That happens.
Yeah. Kai has their own version of crazy talk.
It's either Kai predicting that something won't happen, that it happens, or I fucking predict something happening and it does happen.
And it's just like, when it did happen, you could have heard the sound of a pin dropping, and then Crash just immediately drops into swears.
And to continue just comment a little bit. I just like tempting fate for the lols of it. I really should stop, but at the same time it's funny.
What games do I have that can last a 2-day period? I don't think, and no, I'm not gonna say Pirate's Curse because that is a game that's a bit more lengthier than Risky's Revenge.
Yes, it is.
Might be another Metroidvania. Well, actually, I do have a game called Rabby Ribby or whatever that game is.
You're not gonna clear that in 2 days.
I don't think so, no. I'm not doing Undertale
Because
because...
I tried to do it just so I could do it for Archipelago, and that game kicked my ass.
Yeah. Oh! Sonic Origins. Fuck it. I did state to my friend I was going to do a Sonic Origins Amy playthrough. We could do that.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah. I already beat the game main story, so I've unlocked everything. Just need to play as Amy. Got any VNs?
VNs.
We technically did one with Hyperdimension Neptunia.
Fair.
Unfortunately, most of my visual novels are all porn related.
Me too.
And I can't play the soccer games on stream because they're banned.
I have joked that if I ever manage to download the Flash Game Archive, I should do like a big vid on the Meat and Fuck games. Obviously, like, censored, but it's like,
You have to pay.
God, the meme of it.
Do you pay for those, or you just use the Internet Archive to download them?
You just use the Internet Archive to download them. I have always wondered, like, what's in the paid segment of that site, but it's like, it's not worth whatever the cost is.
It's one of the reasons I appreciated the people, the Let's Players on Pornhub for making those videos. Because they're the true heroes, unsung heroes of that series.
Oh, yes.
Because I'm not paying money for something like that. Especially if I don't even know it's
Admire
good.
the guy's work ethic, but that's where it kind of starts and ends.
Yes, I appreciate
But he
Officer...
still makes them.
I appreciate Officer Jugs, but that's about it.
Like, guy has made one, like, once a month for, like, over 10 years. Like, regardless of how you feel about those games, you do gotta admire that work ethic.
Yeah.
Is it misplaced? Oh, most definitely. But, like, is it a good work
That
ethic?
dude is
Yeah,
probably
it's like-
rich now. At
I mean,
money...
he's gotta be living off something.
Oh, yeah. The games make money. People and horny sells. It always has.
Oh, yes.
It's like, me and Gavin talked about... I think me and Gavin talked about this. Was it me and Gavin or me and you, Shane? Talk about furry artists and shit?
I think we've had the conversation, yeah.
Yeah, and furry artists are some of the most, like, rich people in the world. Just...
Like, a lot of my life, the joke was people who pay for porn. The last couple of years, like, oh, that's actually a surprisingly large amount of people.
Yes, because, yeah, no one wants to pay for the free shit. But if you want to, like, make sure the artists and stuff you give a fuck about to make the stuff that you like, you're gonna pay them. Because you like their shit, you want to see them make more.
Okay, at least in this chat, yes. At least in the in our server, yes.
Class chooses her words carefully.
Yeah.
How do I best describe this? It's like, yeah, one of the fucking two polls. Yeah, the other, yeah, the Xdeath poll happened to be in that server. Yeah, I had to go back quite a bit in the archives and just actually had to pull it all the way back to freaking May of 2020.
Jesus Christ. Remember when 2020 felt like 8 years all at once?
Yeah, it did.
Ugh.
I basically said, I knew this was going to happen. Damn you, Kai.
Which I wish Square had wanted to do the offline version. So I do miss
Yeah.
Opwamna.
Yeah.
Same.
At least Capcom bothered to give us the offline Mega Man thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't
I've
understand
completely
why
archived
that
the
doesn't become
channel.
a standard. But like, yes, work, but like, Mega Man will always make even just a little bit of money from here on.
Where was the other? Oh my god. How far back am I gonna have to look in this HFC chat?
Also, you're not taking as much damage from the squid as I thought you would. But then again, this is early in this fight.
Oh, shit. Well, that happened.
Retake.
Now, does it say just to beat him with lightning?
I
With-
believe so. But
Yeah, with only electricity. So you can't use. You just have to be.
Was giving you a magic mode, it will be doing more damage, but like you'll be taking more damage. Oh, that's awkward.
I win.
Oh, that was fast.
Suck it. Teabag, 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 teabag.
Yes, please. I mean, what?
Time for Big Booty Judy.
So yeah, I think I know what we'll do. We'll do Sonic Origins. Good way to get ready for Sonic Shadow. Risky boot. Nah, we're skipping this. That being said, the new art's nice too.
Which I'm probably not gonna get it at Lords, but I am looking forward to Sonic X Shadow.
As I stated with Crash, well, I'll be getting it probably in October, but I won't be playing it till November. So hopefully by then Crash gets the game, because then we can, or if you get it too, we can do same thing we did with Jack 2. We can all three of us play through it at the same time.
Oh, fuck, that's tempting.
Yes, let's do
I'll
that.
get utterly demolished by Crash, but that's
Well, she
tempting.
won't. Shadow Sonic Generations, she won't know what she's doing because she doesn't know about the new. She doesn't know how to do those new levels. We'll all be going in with fresh minds.
Fair.
Basically, yeah.
Let's do it. I want to do it. I'll wait till you guys get the games, but I will. But we should do it. So that's out of the way. Where am I on the map? Okay, still can't believe I killed that fucking dog. Killed the dog. Killed that fucking dog. I make a hot dog.
Look, Chef Lady, I did it for the achievement.
I did it for the lulz. You can get a new one, right? They breed like fucking mushrooms. Oh wait, that's toads. My bad.
I'm gonna have to try to budget for Sonic X Shadow now, because I really want to do that, actually.
I'm probably gonna get the fucking. I'm gonna get either the PS5 or the PC version. Oh no, I'm gonna get both actually. PS5 version just for the playthrough. PC version for the modding.
The money's gonna be good for it.
Mm-hmm. And I think that,
Generations mods were good to begin with.
I know Crash will definitely be getting the PC version because that's the only version she can get.
At this time, yeah.
But if you want Crash, I can help you set up OBS for it.
That would actually
True.
help. Then you could actually record it alongside us.
That is true, yeah.
And you can just have your own version of the playthrough. And if anything, I can set it up on the VOD on my YouTube, a 3-way stream playthrough thing.
But like the worst part about watching the Jack 2 VODs is when something will happen on Crashes and it's like, oh, I can't watch that.
Yeah. Bit annoying. Alright, I gotta get up there.
But like, I love what's in the voice, cause like things that made sense on my perspective make no sense on yours, and vice versa. Like, I can imagine that's also, like, annoying for some viewers, but it made it so much fun. I did try to specify, if you're watching my perspective, I tried to explain I did try to specify my perspective when I tried to explain it. I did notice sometimes my laughing fits would get cut off, which, you know what, fair enough. I can be a loud boy when I laugh. Should probably just, like, globally turn down the mic, see if that helps, but at the same time...
Then you barely hear you to begin with, so...
Yeah.
I think you just gotta put it to a point where you can be loud, but it can still hear you, so it won't, like, cut people off. I know you can do that with Discord. You just have to set the sensitivity a bit.
Also doesn't have that very smooth way when it comes to stuff like that. There's a reason it's been, what, 3 years? And I finally have a chat on screen. It's because I do not understand things like that.
Isn't that from Streamlabs?
Originally it was, but I wasn't liking Streamlabs, so I tried to get it working on OBS end.
Pit only 4 hours streaming. Get good. Shut up, you. Yeah. Thanks for the comment, though. You keep interactivity going.
I got chat working on OBS, but like it currently looks ugly.
Yeah, you need to put it in like
fix it probably eventually, but
you need to like put it in a box or something.
Yeah.
Or like smallify it a bit.
I should just try to make an overlay at some point. Like, if I make an overlay, it'd be one more step to like slowly transform it into a VTuber, but like, it'd be useful.
That's what I was already gonna do anyway.
The plan was not to, but like, I can't help but note the slow sift.
Oh, I need the bullet for this one. No, not the bullet, the elephant. Did you get your sub requirements for... Not yet. I have 51 followers. Now I just need to get an average of 3 viewers each stream. If I can do that, I'll be good.
What's your average looking like currently?
It's 2 point something. 2.70, 2.6. It'll probably get updated the more, like, the next month or so.
Mine's about 2.3. Like, EDF has been doing good, but like, I can't keep that momentum.
I don't want to fuck with this. Oh, I was already here.
Yeah, 2.3.
Okay. It's
Bullet.
Like, the worst performing stream I have done this month is the Gundam Breaker 4 stream. But I don't mind because, like, Gundam Breaker 4 is just for me.
Yeah. And Power Wash only has done 8 for me, but I just want to do Power Wash. I don't give a fuck.
Like, with Breaker, I am there to pervert the giant robots.
Damn right.
If I'm entertaining, awesome. If I'm not, well, fuck. Let me know so I can do better for next time, I guess. Though, something I did realize about Breaking 4, like, solely after streaming it, there's a whole kerfuffle about, like, looking up the Super Fumina skirt. The Super Fumina called, like Fuma, with spats. Like, I'm not saying there's not gonna be pervy buggers that will jerk into the spats, but like, it's a lot less of an issue when you remember that.
True. It's one of the reasons I'm hoping Amy, in the movie, if she ever shows up in the movie for Sonic stuff, she gets spats, or they start giving her spats in general for the games, because I know they're good with the trickery for the cameras.
Yes, it was. It never happened again.
Yeah, basically. Because the fact that they even went out of their way to give her that means that they knew that that would happen. So, just give her spats. Or, Ian states it like this, and the thing, he kind of is sick of the current Amy Rose clothing design, and he kind of wants something new. And I agree with him. We've had that Amy, modern Amy, for 20 years, and we have kind of gotten a few costume designs here and there from, like, spin-off games and shit. But not...
Riders springs to mind.
Riders is the best, but then she went right back to her normal outfit in Zero Gravity. I was like, no! Bring it back! It was good! Ugh.
Like, I think the classic... I call it classic, but it's not really classic. The default he's had for a while is gonna stay, because, like, that's what he's had for the longest, but, like... Chains can be as good as a vacation.
Again, her boom design is one of the best. Hell, I love a lot of her outfits she gets in Prime. Or even the Sonic Runners mobile game.
Was it basically that Force's mobile game is still alive?
It's just popular.
More popular than the actual game.
I think we'll end it here. Ugh. Well, I showed off Magic Mode. I'm surprised I actually did really well. Only died a couple of times.
Yeah, you did good.
Alright, well, thank you all for joining us today for, well, the rest of the Risky Revenge and showing off the Magic Mode. We'll be back tomorrow. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna continue more Detective Pikachu. That being said, I would like a co-host for that, because it's just me voice acting the entire way through.
I'll be playing Gundam Breaker, so I can't.
How do you feel about that, Crash?
We're
Are you
hopefully
busy?
the Pac-Man stuff.
For
You go.
what?
Tomorrow,
Is that-
or I guess today, for Detective Pikachu Returns?
I'm not gonna be joining up for that. Sorry to say.
Alright. Maybe I can get Gavin for it then. Because I don't mind streaming on my own for that. I think it was okay. It was just, you know, my voice at the end of it was shot.
I can understand that.
Yeah, no problem, Spit. Thanks for tuning in. And then on Friday, yeah, we'll do Sonic Origins for Friday and Tuesday next week. And maybe I'll do a more Power Wash on Monday for the fuck of it. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Shane and Crash, for jumping in. Obviously, Shane normally
Yeah,
for
no problem.
co-hosting.
Fun.
But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you all for watching, and take care, everybody. Bye.
Alright, see yas.